friends, foes, and fiends, prepare to behold a tale of violent efficiency. A D&D game hosted every Thursday at 9 p.m. EST. Featuring Brian as Karask, a barefoot druid with a somber history. Ashley as Delisimir, a siren bard who's lost her creative spark. Brandon as Ardwill, a human wizard whose street life has turned him bitter. Angie as Tira, an angry half-orc barbarian with connections to the drow. Jeff as Lazarus, our Dampier fighter with a curious obsession with the obsession of others. Rosie as Fauna, an elven beast-heart whose gentle personality strongly contrasts that of her owlbear companion, Nyla. And finally, Brad, our game master and storyteller.
Hello, everyone. We are live this week with a bit of a technical issue already. The VTuber isn't working, and then the starting music didn't want to work, so I had to restart it 3 times, and then I ended up having to switch to just playing the raw file instead of relying on Streamlabs, Streamlabs, but it's okay. We will make do without. I think we only have Brian and Angie here thus far, right? Well, and me, Ashley. That's fair. So, I want to see how you guys are doing this week. Oh, you know what? It might help if people could hear you, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, God. I'm not on it today.
You're not on it today.
People can't hear us?
Oh, they can now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I threw out my back this morning. I literally had nothing happen. I didn't do any kind of weird strenuous exercise or crazy shit yet last night before I went to bed. Woke up, couldn't move my back. So, went to work, told them I'm going to medical, get that done. And they gave me a shot in the ass and gave me about 3 different pain medications as well as anti-inflammatory. So I'm doing better. I have a nice little lumbar support pillow on my back now. And I'm coming down from a bunch of medications that I took earlier today. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good now.
I was gonna say, if those don't help with the pain, they'll at least make you not care.
Yeah, I do have to care though, because I am the dad of this group and I will fucking make sure everyone's good to go.
Dad,
meant
can I
about
buy
the
the
pain.
candy store?
No, not allowed.
Oh, speaking of Karask's voice, I have noticed during the stream sometimes that it gets a little quiet, so just keep that in mind. When you're doing Karask's voice.
Yeah, when I hear the voice over though, when I'm actually listening to it afterwards, it sounds fine though, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. So I turned up my gain just a little bit.
Oh no, I just kicked my desk.
Jeez, you are really not on it today.
I'm telling you, I am not on it today.
Did you add your stuff to your character sheet, Ashley?
I don't know. What did I need to add?
The magic item that we picked up.
I know I added the magic item, yes.
Okay, then you're good to go then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also forgot to use my Orcish Fury last week when we were fighting the dragon.
Oh no.
Yeah. I have to actually ask him because my stuff, since I don't actually wild shape, do I just add a 1d6 lightning attack damage on top of the stuff that I normally do for any spell casting?
Don't know.
That's the thing I have to ask.
Um, Speaking of things to ask, it seems that our intro is getting a little bit dated, as we don't really have a siren bard anymore.
Yeah,
I guess we'll have to redo that.
we're gonna have to redo it at some point. We'll find a different intro. So I think I'll have time this week now. So if you want me to re-record something, I can.
Yes,
Fledgling succubus.
we will need.
Fledgling succubus.
Oh my god.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like fledgling succubus. What do you think, Ardwell? You think fledgling succubus for the listener is a good way to introduce her now?
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm here. I actually am just got done coming off of that deuteratine shot that they gave me from in my
Oh
ass.
goodness. They gave
So
you the good stuff.
they gave me the good stuff. I couldn't bend. Like applying the brake on my car was causing me to whinge like I was part of Manchester United trying to go up against fucking Arsenal. That's a football joke, but that's fine.
I was about to say, I don't understand that joke, but I'm glad you do.
It's a
Yeah, you
British
lost
joke.
me.
It's a football joke.
You're a football joke.
I wish I was. I would be making a lot of money.
That used to be one of my dating deal breakers. No football people.
Oh, jeez.
Are we
Let's
talking
see.
American football or British football?
American.
Well, not just they wouldn't be just British football. It would
Well,
be
yeah.
all football.
Okay, so we're talking actual football then.
Yes,
Just because
actual football.
I had bad times of an ex just always watching that, and it was just miserable. And yeah,
Okay, so type is lightning.
You're a type. Also, hello,
Okay.
Brandon. How are you doing?
Hello, I am doing well,
Nice.
and doing even better now that I'm getting ready to play some D&D.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do stand the D&D sessions. So-
Yeah. I was actually helping out um I was actually helping out one of my friends, and this is something that anybody who would be listening, uh, heed this advice because it will literally help you out through everything. I work 56 hours a week. I don't have enough time for everything that it's able to get done in normal time frames. I barely get enough time to spend time with my family or anything like that. And my day off is usually Friday, which means that Thursday nights I get a chance to unwind. And he's like, how do you deal with things when you don't have enough time to deal with everything else that's going on in your life? And I'm like, have a fucking schedule, man. Absolutely have a fucking schedule. Because I told him, I'm like, this is what I do every single week. I play with some of the best and most enjoyable friends, even though they may make me want to go ahead and tear my hair out at sometimes.
you're welcome.
But I do it because of the fact that it gives me a chance to move my consciousness away from what's currently going on in the world and enter into something else that I am no longer that person. So by essentially disassociating myself with the outside world, it allows me to cope and allows me to decompress after a long ass week of work. And he's like, that makes a lot of sense. I'm like, yeah, it really does. It really helps people deal with situations, especially if you're working a lot and overworking yourself. You have that one day where you know you're going to be there and go, all right, let's fucking go. Let's do this. And that's something you work towards every single week. Is I work towards it for D&D. And I guarantee you I'm not the only one. He's like, wow, that's actually really smart. I'm like, you should do it. Anyone who's never played D&D should always learn how to either watch listen to it, or even play it, because it
Yes.
is an escape from reality that some people absolutely need.
Well, speaking of reality, I actually had some really good stuff happen this week. So,
Really?
yes, I did. I want to brag on my parents for a little bit because they actually made me really, really proud.
Aw.
and shocked the ever living shit out of me because like they came in and acknowledged my gender in a way that they never had before.
Oh, that's
Really?
good.
I was really
Wonderful.
really surprised. So I'm really proud of them. Also went shopping today, got a new webcam, and
Nice.
and I got a new swimsuit for the first
Ah.
time in 2 years. 4 years.
it's-
God, it's been so long. The first time in 4 years I have a swimsuit that I'm actually comfortable in.
And it was
Nice.
apparently too risque for the Discord
No,
service.
Discord has like this automatic NSFW filter for channels that
Right.
are not labeled NSFW. And it's not NSFW.
Yeah.
It's,
I was just
it's a
teasing.
false positive. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strappy and it has a nice little skirt.
Aw. Yeah, I like swimming suits that have skirts. I don't know why my butt needs to hang out. I like the little skirts.
I don't mind my butt hanging out, but I need a skirt.
Brad walks in
Brad
about
just
butt
got
hanging
here.
Oh my goodness.
As if he were summoned.
out.
You sound echoey.
Yeah, you sound really far away.
Do I?
Yeah.
Check settings.
Make sure
That
you
is
have the right
crisp as you
device
say.
selected. It's nice to see you, Brad, by the way.
Yes.
I will admit right now I have not done any planning for the shopping trip because I can't think of anything to get. So
Oh, I did have a question for you, Brad.
I can't hear Brad.
He's probably fixing mic issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me just a sec. My audio is slipping in and out while I'm.
Well, there you go.
Am I
Okay.
still your honorary mom, Ashley?
Yes,
Okay.
that is the title that does not go away
Yay.
unless you abandon me, which I
I'm
don't
not
think you
gonna
will.
abandon you.
But
Mm.
I'm really happy. This has been
Yeah.
a really good week. I started a new job. My parents have been supportive in ways they've never been before, and just a whole lot of good this week. So
That's
That's
good.
How do we sound now?
Much
Better.
better.
Okay, that was it then.
Okay. Yeah, I did have a question about the second part of the magic item. Since I don't what's it called? I don't wild shape normally. I wild shape into essentially a starry form. Do you want me to just add whenever I cast a spell to add that 1d6 lightning damage?
Anything that has an attack roll can add that 1d6 light damage.
Okay, so like guiding bolt or anything like that.
Yeah, as long as it has the attack roll, the d20 roll to hit,
Okay.
that's fine.
That's all I wanted to double check with that, because if it's one of those things, I do plan on picking up polymorph, but that won't be until later levels anyways. So I'll just make sure that if I polymorph myself, I'll add that to it as well.
It's
So.
more meant for your wild shape than it is the polymorph. Polymorph is just kind of like stacked on, and if you do it, it also does it for this too, but it's mainly meant for your wild shapes.
Yeah, exactly. I figured it's that much. But it even says polymorph or wild shape. I was like, oh, okay, good to know. So, man. So, yeah. Don't forget Craig.
Yeah, don't forget Craig. Yep.
don't forget Craig. We
We
stand
are
the bear
still
bot.
waiting on 2.
I know, I'm
I'm
just
sorry?
saying. He could get him ready right now. So he's got 5 minutes to get him ready. So it's just always good. Yeah, everybody was worried I wasn't going to be here today because of the way that my back was all messed up this morning. And I told him, I'm just like, you do know that if I don't show up, Lazarus has the reins of this crazy conundrum, right?
I
The
wanted to
human
argue with you, but I couldn't.
Yeah, Lazarus will turn this party upside down, and it will
Yeah.
just go, what? I'm sorry, what happened? And it's
I
like,
don't know.
well,
I think
there was a brothel. And when I say there was a brothel, me and Telissimir got a little hungry. What do you mean you guys got hungry? And it's like,
crying in the corner. I killed someone.
Just like you didn't just like, oh, don't be shy. You didn't just kill someone. You sexed someone to death.
My goodness. I don't know. I think Delismere might give Lazarus a run for the money as like 2IC.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, we do not have.
Neither of those things is good.
My old cleric and Lance were some of the ones that put the restraint on the group a lot of the time.
Yeah.
The moral compass.
Yeah, the moral compass.
We were lawful neutrals, so that makes it a little sad that we were the moral compass, but
yeah. Well, I mean, in certain parties, that's all you can get. That's all you can get.
Yeah. But I wanted to be the chaotic one this time.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job along with it, and it seems that it seems that like me and Ardwell are about the only ones that actually have a level head on themselves, and even then, it's like it's two opposite
Ardwell's still a little bit vicious sometimes.
True. Yes.
Speaking of
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything about that. Kill
Hello, Jeff.
What's up, everybody?
Howdy.
Speaking of... Wait,
yeah, vicious.
No.
Oh yeah.
I got the two of you mixed up. I thought, oh no. I'm telling you guys, I am not on top of it today. Like, it's something else today. Like, I've been having technical difficulties since the stream started. I've been bumping my desk and bumping me. And I think it's this lack of sleep thing. I don't know. Like, they should really patch that.
Sleep is good.
I'm telling you, they really need to patch this bug. Like, come on, devs.
Yeah.
This 8 hours sleep a day. You know who has time for that?
I know.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. In news that I find really fun and enjoying, that's space related. The first time ever in the history of humankind.
I know what you're saying.
Wait,
the black hole. What's up?
I was telling Angie to hold on because I hadn't heard this.
All right, so the black hole at the center of our galaxy has been captured on film for the first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Which is so cool.
So cool.
Yeah, super big news.
You're super.
I love
big
space
trying
shit.
to interrupt so much. It's hype.
Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
I am okay, besides a little soreness, but okay. How are you guys?
Glad I'm able to be here.
My headache is starting to go away. I will sadly not be drinking tonight because otherwise the headache will come back.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. What do you say we get started with the recap that Angie did for us?
Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it. Cool.
All right, friends, listen up. It's me, Tira, and I'm only going to say all this once. Last week, Violent Efficiency fought that dragon, and it was glorious. Ardwell had a plan, but that all fell apart, like all plans do when you're fighting a magnificent beast like that. The cave was full of water. The dragon kept diving and grabbing people. A lot of us wound up in the water, but I, friends, took my chances and leapt on top of that thing and held on to make sure it wasn't going to get away. I got hit with a few spells from Delismere, but no big deal, I can take it. Fauna was the real badass of this fight. She and Nyla were merciless, and they were the ones that brought it down. I see now, Fauna is only gentle on the surface, but she has the heart of a warrior more than worthy of my tribe's campfire stories. Lazarus leapt over and drank the monster's blood. Delisimir and I also had a little taste, had to, but it was mostly Laz. He took in so much his eyes turned black. That's how we figured out the dragon wasn't just a black dragon like we thought. It was a shadow dragon. Something even stronger and more dangerous, which makes our feat even more awesome. Delismere decided to let her new genie friend take over her body so she could check out what was up with Lazarus. Karask didn't like it, neither did I, because her friend was pouring the flattery on Lazarus. It was just sickening. Karask got forced to sit in the water, and he moved me across the cavern into the water. All of us were in a bad mood after that, especially after Karask and Delismere went to talk alone. While Fauna was crying over the dragon she'd so gloriously slaughtered, Ardwell, Laz, and I gathered up that treasure. There was so much. As we left the cave, I resented how friendly Laz and that genie were being. We made camp, and that wizard's floating tower showed back up to pick us up. Everybody decided they wanted to go in there. I don't get why. We'd done just fine with the wizard magically transporting us here, so why do we have to go in the flying tower now? I finally had to go in when Ardwell said I was scared because I will not let anyone think I'm a coward. Now I'm just waiting for something stupid to happen, and I'll tell everybody I told you so.
It's pretty spot on, not gonna lie.
Yay!
I love the attitude.
Yeah, well done, well done.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Bot? Is that the bot?
Beautiful, like a drill instructor.
Good stuff.
All right. I don't have anything else, Brad.
All right, are we ready to begin?
I think so.
Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
All right. Cool. We're gonna pick up immediately off where we left, with Tira finally entering into the into the tower of the Wizard Zephyros, better known as Professor Zephyros to a few of you now.
Crazy.
Crazy, yeah, as Tira likes to call him.
We have a chest of magic
And
items.
I believe Ardwell was teleporting away from me, so I can't give him a wedgie.
Probably.
Yes.
Oh, what is this? Hold on.
And Laz gave me my present.
I did.
And Laz did
Alright.
not actually eat
Fauna probably did the same thing for me.
the professor, right?
Yes, she did, and then she happily went off to go be with the animals.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Fauna is immediately with the trail of all of your guys' horses, gone all the way up to the area up on top, where you find a nesting area that doubles as a set of stables, where there are 4 griffins currently roosting.
I'm sitting here talking, and nobody can hear me because I was muted.
Oh,
I will
Drink.
take a drink now.
Drink.
Drink.
All right.
Mm.
So, Lazarus didn't actually kill the professor, right?
No, that was me just fucking around.
Okay.
I just figured, like, I was drunk on power at the time. I was gonna just pull some shenanigans, but I didn't mean it. He's safe.
I would honestly suggest that probably at the time Lazarus was like a kid drinking an entire half-gallon of Sunny D and was just like, "Let's go!"
Yeah, just too much sugar. Yeah, exactly.
Fucking sugar high over here.
If
Yeah.
Lazarus was ever a kid.
Mm.
So,
At one point, he had to have been.
Delismere is going to go up to the professor as, like, things start getting more quiet and say, "Professor, can I ask you a question?"
Of course, my dear. You ask as many questions as you want. That is the job of a professor, is it not?
I would hope so. How do you plan to get us to Luskin?
Let's get. We're going to fly in the tower. It should only take us maybe 3 days.
Come on, Professor, you know us better than that. Tira really doesn't like being in this tower.
Yes, I suppose she doesn't like being in the tower. I know. We could just put her to sleep for the entire 3 days. She'll land in Luskin, she'll come out, she'll be refreshed, fresh as a daisy.
Can you?
Close am I in proximity to this conversation?
Probably not at all. You're probably still chasing
All
Ardul
right.
around the tower.
Excellent.
Delisimir kind of sighs and says, "Professor, is it possible you can do that spell again where you teleported us all?
Of course it is.
Would you mind doing that instead?"
Well, I could, but I can't do it now.
No, not right now, Professor. When can you do it again?
Well, tomorrow. I have to get rested to prepare the particular spells that I will need for that.
Of course, of course. No, I just thank you, Professor. Let's say after breakfast tomorrow.
Yes, that sounds fine.
Okay. She kind of bows slightly and then thanks him and walks away.
Fantastic. You shall find guest quarters are on the second floor. There is a room for each of you.
Thank you, Professor.
I'm gonna head up directly as that. And from what I could see in this map, Karas may just be spending a lot of his time up on the top floor.
I thought that's where you said you were gonna be anyway with the animals and.
Yeah,
fauna.
true. Yeah, very true. Also, it's a better view of the night sky and everything. So
Yeah, the side parts of it has the full size portcullises that the griffins can fly in and out of. So yeah, it's completely open up there.
yeah, exactly. So Karas is gonna spend a lot of his time, most likely, up on the third floor.
Delisimir is gonna go to one of the rooms. What about
Okay.
everyone else?
Rosie's probably, yeah, Fauna's probably following Karask right now. I wouldn't doubt it for a second in their mind.
I think
Honestly, Fauna probably went straight up after giving Karask his item.
Most likely.
I think I would probably make my way up there so I at least can see the sky. Because I don't like being in here.
That
Does
way
it make
can-
you feel better being up here where you can see the sky and you can look out and see how high up off the ground you guys are currently flying?
I'm not afraid of heights.
Well, you're not afraid of heights. You're afraid of it falling.
Yeah, a little bit.
At least you can actually see that it's falling.
Yeah, now you'll be able to
Uh-huh.
see the ground coming at you.
Exactly. That way you can rage and take half damage.
Or
Oh.
you can jump on a
Exactly.
griffin and fly and ride the griffin out of the tower.
That would be awesome.
That's true. So
If and when Tira has calmed down, I would head up to the area just to watch and look at the stars, especially from up on high, flying like this.
absolutely.
I would hang back to talk to the professor after everyone left.
Okay.
Professor, I had a quick question for you as someone who seems to be educated and tuned into what's going on around us. Have you caught wind of anyone dabbling in more of the, I'm not sure what you would call it, I don't want to call it dark arts, like the necromantic abilities in the area, maybe exhuming bodies and doing that sort of thing? Anything that you've
Oh.
caught?
You mean like an order of clerics?
Less like the clerics, more malicious in their intent. Clerics tend to be, more of the good-natured sort. I mean, those types.
Not that kind of necromancy. I see.
No. I'm sorry. You're right. Necromancy is kind of a catch-all term, isn't it? I mean the real mean end of magic. Like I said, exhuming bodies, doing things that would otherwise be frowned upon by the rest of, I don't know, society. It's all a construct, but you get my drift.
Yes, I do. I don't believe I can think of any that I've noticed here recently. I have, admittedly been focusing a bunch of my research upon the giant clans and what they've been up to, but I suppose I could take a look through the crystal ball, do some scrying, see if perhaps I could find something. Is there something in particular you're looking for? Are you one of those loose cannons who's on a quest to slay all the necromancers you find? Is that what this is? Do you need me to point you at a target?
I do need my target. It's not all necromancers, as you've discussed with us at length. It's not all bad magic. Look at me. I don't consider myself evil, and I am born of it. But I suppose I'm just looking for a particular individual. It's hard for me to remember who they are, though. My memory, there's quite a lot of blank spots, but they came to my city some years ago and sort of wiped everyone out, killed them all. Many of them brought back from the dead and changed like myself, but I'm trying to find that person. Actually, how about this? And I'll take off my necklace and I'll hold it out and I'll open up the locket and it's a picture of Lazarus's wife. This is the only image I can bring to memory of anyone from that time. Everyone else is gone. Even my parents, I can't quite remember what they look like, but this is my dear wife, Carmilla. Could you perhaps try to find her, since this is a much more clear indicator of who I'm looking for?
Yes, yes, it's quite doable. Would you mind if I borrow this for a moment to make a copy
Oh, by
of the
all
photograph?
means. By
Yes,
all
come,
means.
come to my workshop. Let us take a look at see what we can find.
I'm following over to his workshop.
Yeah, follow him into his workshop. Typical wizardry setup. There's books everywhere. An enormous telescope, which is weird because you never saw a window where the telescope would go out anyway. But he just has this giant telescope in a closed-off room. Several tables, a huge cauldron over there that's not boiling, anything, and comes over to another table where he's got a big crystal ball that's kind of smoky on the inside. Pulls a few things out. Goes, we will have to make sure a copy of this. Begins to toss a sheet of parchment out in front of him. And with a gesture, you see there's an illusionary form of Carmilla that comes out of the picture and just hits the parchment, creating a perfect redrawing of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, I have that just in case. You carefully close it up. You may have this back.
Thank you, Professor.
And let us gaze in and see what we may find. You said her name is Carmilla, yes? Any other details you have about her? The more clear picture I have, the more accurate the scrying will be.
Oh, Carmilla. Where do I start? She was very fair-skinned, dark red hair, red lips, piercing black eyes, just very fair features, but a smile that lit up the room. If I was full vampire, I think just the brightness of it could cast me away. She was really quite amazing, quite smart too. And he'll kind of pause, and it's clear he's just reciting what he's looking at from the picture, and he's kind of just noticing it in that moment, and go, I'm afraid I can't quite remember too much, Professor. That's all I have, strangely. I know it's her. I know I love her. I know she was my wife, but everything else is a bit jumbled in shades of gray. I can't quite see it all. I'm sorry.
Yes, I see. Let's try with what? I have started with less and found more. So, he says, "Come here, young man. You stand here on the opposite side of it. You gaze into it. Focus in your mind's eye, your lovely Carmilla. While I cast a spell, so we shall see if either of us can find what we are looking for." It begins to cast the magic. You see the fog within the crystal ball starts to swirl around. The candles on either sides of the room that are lighting up the room begin to dim further and further until only source of light is the white glow coming off the crystal ball. And there, first, you see an image of hair and the back of someone, creamy skin on their shoulders. As it forms and the picture begins to move closer and closer to them till suddenly it stops and they turn around looking straight at you, making eye contact. And then the crystal ball cracks.
Whatever you said was lost to the filter.
Now, was it? My bad.
Yes.
Lazarus?
Darling?
The ball cracks and the image is lost.
I'll kind of take a half step back and go, that doesn't seem normal, Professor. Was that supposed to happen? She was speaking to me in just that moment.
Oh dear, that's when you told me this was your beloved wife, are you still married or is this one of those separated situations? Because she seemed to find out that she was being scryed upon and she scryed back.
Well, the last I remember we were married. I don't think that changed. Yes, we were together. I don't have any reason to believe we weren't, but I was gone for quite some time. not completely in control of my faculties for a while, but I do believe we remain married. You said she scryed back. I don't remember her having that ability. When would she have picked that up? Is this normal, Professor, that that sort of reaction happens for the crystal ball to just break like this?
Well, that's a failsafe I have built into it. You see, when you do as much scrying as I do, when someone tries to scry back, they can see through your crystal ball, figure out where you are. So I have a built-in failsafe in my crystal ball so that it shatters like that, and then that way the connection stops before they can figure out where I am. Don't worry, don't worry. It happens all the time. He grabs the crystal ball and like tosses it into a waistband and reaches under the table, puts another one on the table.
Well, I'm glad you're prepared. I suppose I just wasn't expecting her to be able to do that. Like I said, she wasn't able to do that before. I couldn't quite see where she was. Did you have any indication from your end when you were gazing? Did you see any sort of location?
Mm, I only got the barest hint of it. Somewhere, oh, maybe to the east of us. Felt like it might be north, but I really couldn't figure any further than that. It would close out quite quickly.
Well, I do appreciate your help, Professor. I wasn't even sure where to begin, or I hate to say it, I wasn't even sure she would be alive, or maybe she'd be undead like me. I wasn't sure, but there she is, walking, talking.
Walking,
I'll
talking,
find
and
her.
casting, it appears.
And casting. What a lovely surprise. I wonder what sort of trick she's picked up. I picked up a few myself, but nothing quite like that. I do appreciate your help, Professor. You are world class. And I'll reach out to shake his hand.
He gives you a big hearty handshake as well. And you too, Mr. Lazarus.
I will I think I'll join the rest of my friends. The drawing he had, was it used up in the spell? Or does he
Oh,
still have
he
that?
still has the drawing.
Might I take that with me? Would that be all right with you?
Yes, if you wanted, but I was going to hold on to it in case you wanted me to attempt to scry further. But now that it appears that she may be able to scry back, you understand if I may wish to not poke the bear, so to speak.
Of course, Professor. Of course, I understand you going out on a limb for me, and I'll take the drawing and go. Thank you kindly, my friend. You have been quite the gracious host. I'm going to
Oh
go
no,
see.
no, it is what is a thing between friends? In fact, you take this drawing as a token of our friendship. May I see it one more time?
Of course, I'll hand it to him.
He takes it, unfurls it in front of you, grabs a wand from his table, and like holds it up to his lips, and then just kind of like breathes past it, and the mist comes off of his mouth. That gets kind of cloudy and hits the paper, and now the picture kind of moves just a little bit as if wind was blowing in her hair.
Well,
Aw.
you are talented, Professor. I wish I had more skills of the arcane. I could do that. But you know what? When I've got a friend like you who can do it for me, there's no need. I appreciate it. Delissa is lucky to have learned from you. I'll have to ask her. Maybe you can tell me some of her stories while she was in school. I bet she was a great student. She's quite talented as well.
Oh, she was an amazing student. Yes,
Is
top of her
Delis-
class.
Is Delissamir still close enough to hear any of this?
Roll me a perception check. I'm gonna set it at 15.
Okay. If my sheet will load, that would be wonderful.
Start making you guys drink every time I ask you for something. And you're like, I don't have my sheet open.
No. It's there. It wasn't. It was stuck on the black sheet. All right, you said perception, right?
Perception, yes. 19. You come out of your room to go check for something else. You have that moment of like, okay, I checked around in here. I'd like to get something from the kitchen, something, something to drink. You're kind of wandering down the stairwells, past the rooms. You come past his workshop. You can hear him and Lazarus talking.
And I hear him remark about me.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of stops and knocks twice and says, "Professor?"
See, yes, he grabs a crystal ball and then tosses it over in the bin. Don't let them know I have that. I wasn't supposed to take them from the school.
She ducks her head into the study at the sound of breaking crystal and her name, and She's like, is everything all right in here?
Everything is fine. I was meeting my new best friend, Lazarus.
We are quite
Lazarus.
chummy. Yes, we get along famously.
Right. Professor, are you telling stories again?
Yes, I am. Of course I am. That's one of my favorite things to do. That's why I was your favorite substitute teacher in Bard class.
Well, why don't you come tell stories to all of us instead of just one of us?
Oh, yes, if everyone would like to gather around, we could do such a thing.
Where is Ardor?
I think everybody else is up on the area.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yep.
Okay. Did I see them go that way?
You probably would have seen at least one of them go that way. You definitely know Fauna. Fauna immediately shot to the area.
And
Okay.
he harass followed her right off the bat.
Well, I think they're all upstairs. Why don't we go join them? I was just heading to the kitchen, but it can wait.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. I could set a fire up in the stables, and we could have s'mores.
I
That
love it.
sounds rather dangerous, Professor, but I'm not against it.
Oh, it's not dangerous at all. We just tilt the hat back for a bit, and the smoke comes right out.
Okay, Professor. And she starts leading the way up there.
Cool.
Yeah.
3 of you guys come up to the top, meet up with the rest of you who are all hanging out on the area, laying around in the straw, watching the sky and the scenery as it passes by. Zephyrus comes out with them,
What
claps
time
his
is it right now?
hands. I don't know, pretty late probably. We're probably talking like in the 9 to 10 o'clock range. You guys
Oh.
were all. It was already dark when you guys had set up and made camp before the tower even showed up.
Yeah, Karask would have been automatically doing his normal daily ritual. And it's even more interesting in this small enclosed space because how it looks, it like all of the like small starbursts that are actually coming out of the actual star map are like aligning like a planetarium on the inside of the area right now and bouncing off the griffins' faces and everything like that as he's slowly but surely like rotating the star map and placing different ones as it looks like stars are moving across the night sky as he moves it and then blinking and twinkling in different ways. And I would have probably given Tira Radovan's necklace to take a look at.
Okay. What is that?
That is his brother's necklace.
That's
You
the one
had
with the
remarked on
bones.
it last time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Thank you for the
It-
reminder. Yeah.
It has a wide variety. It is very large in size. Like even for Tira, you would have only seen probably like orc chieftains wear something this big. It has multitudes of different types of beasts, lots of bear claws and teeth. There seems to be what looks to be like a young wormling's tooth in there as well. Saber-tooth tiger, whatever you can. And they're all trophy kills.
This is exactly why I wanted the dragon teeth.
You would have said
the He's-
exact same thing.
He's done some impressive feats.
Did some impressive feats.
Gillisamir comes up the stairs.
Oh,
Hmm.
hey,
I'll
Hello.
hand the necklace back.
thanks. So put
Oh.
it back in.
Crazy old coot.
Yeah, he's back. It's all good.
Hello, I have come up here to help you. So how have our picnic? He claps his hands, and the center part of the area clears out. A series of blankets form up, and a nice warm fire immediately appears in the center.
Ooh.
Grass is probably right at the center, and the fire just goes right up in front of him and go, it's gonna make it hard to do work. All right. As he moves back about a good 25 feet away so that way he can finish up for the night.
If you move
Dang
too
it.
far away, you won't be able to toast your marshmallows. He starts
I'll be
pulling out bags of marshmallows from somewhere in his robe.
I'll be there. in a
Dang it,
sec.
there goes the nice dark sky, but
I am
marshmallows. I like
positive.
marshmallows.
Gather around,
I have-
everyone.
I have never
There to say.
eaten something like that.
They're not bad.
Professor Zephyros has decided that he would like to tell us stories.
I don't trust
Yes.
his stories.
For example, did you know that the school had to institute an entire system for honor duels over the hand of Lady Delissimere anytime we had a formal dance?
I
Okay, I
believe
understood
too.
the thing about fighting for honor.
Would Karas like to do a history check to remember something that was instituted from Professor Ride?
Sure.
All right, thank you.
I believe it. Sounds legit to me.
Yeah,
Look
14.
at Dulisimir. She is a catch. Of course there was duels over Dulisimir. Wouldn't you agree, Arduil? Arduil, are you paying attention?
I am. I can believe it. I guess I can believe it. Yeah. Yep.
Kraft, 14, you do remember hearing rumors about such a thing. You didn't think it was real, though.
Yeah.
I think you and Delissimere were in two separate schools.
We're in two separate schools, but of like the main campus. So it was probably like one of those like arching branching rules. And it's just like that can't be a real thing.
Yeah,
There's
like,
no
like
way.
you guys heard over here. Like, there's no way that, and I can't remember the names of both of your schools right now.
Witherbloom and
Prismari.
Silverquill. Oh, Prismari, yeah.
Okay, you over there, Witherbloom. We're like, there's no way that this is true. You're telling me that the Prismari school has an honor duel system specifically to take this one girl to a dance?
Yeah.
Orcs used to, some of us would fight over mates. But this
Yeah.
thing about formal dance and bullshit, no.
Yeah. Karask would like as he's fixing up the last bits of his the star map and go, oh god, so it was true. Professor Rade told me something about that. I didn't think it was
Delissimere
real.
is pulling a classic Karask and just kind of pinching the bridge of her nose and like, I told them not to do that.
Not hard when they're compelled to.
Well, we had to, as otherwise it was just anarchy the first week. Because then there were like half the students were ended up in the infirmary, and the other half were fighting with the other ones. We couldn't get anything done in class.
Well, how would you know which one's the stronger mate if they don't fight?
That's a good point. That's a lovely point.
So that's why there's so many of our young ones that went over there for medical training. Like that's exactly what the reasoning of why he can automatically put that together. A bunch of those that actually went through were like first year Witherbloom students that were learning how to do cure wounds because of the fact that those things kept happening. It's like, oh, that's the reason why I got it.
Oh yeah, but then like everybody that goes over there comes back with some crazy story of what's going on, and you're like, 90% of them are just bullshit, rumors blown out of proportion.
Yeah, and they're first year, so we don't expect anything from them right off the bat. They're always trying to get clout.
Fucking freshmen, man.
Fucking freshmen.
Can't hold their beer.
Yep.
Tira, this sounds remarkably similar. It's amazing that this magic college and your tribe would have something similar in fighting for the hand of someone. Remarkable. So many differences, but so many similarities at the same time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm as surprised as you are.
Grass kind of like chimes in a bit, just like there's a lot more that orcs are familiar with bear folk than you think too. Like you have to imagine that entire bear folk society is based off of matriarchy, which means that if you're the strongest female, you're the actual leader of the clan. And
Good.
yeah, he'll kind of like put his star guide down and just like, Lazarus, answer me this question.
Sure. What do you have on your mind, my friend?
What is the most important thing that you need to worry about in the clan?
In a clan? Well, let me think. I wasn't a part of a clan, but I did have a family. We were part of a guild. I
Family,
suppose.
clan, that kind of
I
thing.
suppose the most important thing would be looking out for each other.
Wrong.
Oh,
What are you going-
please tell me.
Your lineage. Your family line dies with you if you do not continue it on. Who's the only person who can do that in the clan? The women, which makes them the most important. A man only needs one time to do something. A woman must do it for until that child is ready to go out on their own. And even then, that can be multiple times. That's the reason why it's a matriarchy. That's why the men hunt. That's why the men gather. They build. They construct. The women fight. They protect. They teach. They learn. And they grow. Because they are the reason why we're able to be as we are now. Not me. They're also the reason why I have a lot of respect for most of the people in here.
I must say, Karask, very, very progressive. I've spent some time around different civilizations. I don't know if they all have the same view, but once again, I'm blown away. They could probably learn quite a bit from you, bear folk. I appreciate you sharing that with me. I can't seem to remember who was in charge of the family, whether it be my mother or my father, but for argument's sake, I hope it was my mother.
Well, if that's the case, that's neither here nor there at this moment in time. But I will say this much: what we make up for with progressive views, and as he uses little air quotes, is like it is lacking when it comes down to trust. It's the reason why probably I've been a little bit more brusque with everybody, and I don't exactly tell everybody everything. Trust is something hard to gain in a bear folk. You have to imagine, like I said, those women are willing to kill you.
You sound
To
like our
protect.
priestesses of Luthic.
Yeah, they're willing to go ahead and kill to protect their young and the ones that will go on before. If you're not willing to do that, there's no point in being around.
And I.
What's all this
Uh,
talk about
Go ahead.
matriarchies and patriarchies and bah?
It's more along the lines of just who's ever stronger.
Artuel,
Patriarchy.
Artuel, what's gotten into you recently?
What do you mean?
You're bitter.
I'm not bitter. I like tearing down patriarchies and matriarchies and everything else.
So you would break my family down.
Delismere looks at the professor and says, "Right, so, Professor, what was that story you were about to tell Lazarus?"
But that story I was going to tell Lazarus. I was telling him about the time that you were in my class when I was doing the substitute teaching for a bard class, and you sang that song, but then you got one of the notes wrong, and half of the students' clothes disappeared.
Do I remember this?
Yes.
Oh no.
Can you do it again right now?
Can I do it again?
Make a performance check. You do it, and suddenly nobody has a shirt on.
I would like to actively resist.
Roll me a charisma save.
Christmas save? Okay.
Yeah.
17 and adding a d4. Because
her save DC is 14.
Yeah.
Considering my wariness of magic, may I also attempt to resist?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
me,
I was gonna be doing stalwart will, which means that if I roll one of those,
Bumble.
Nat
Fear
one.
loses her top and bottom.
yeah,
So
Cavernous.
Delismere intentionally gets a note wrong, and just all of a sudden people are missing shirts, and Tira's like mostly naked, and she's like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, Tira sits up and is looking around like, "What the fuck?" She is definitely not like running to hide herself or anything. She's just annoyed.
Yeah. Cavernous will take off his cloak and just put it on top of her, just like, here, at least that's something.
Lazarus is clapping. He's totally vibing. I amazing! Wow.
Where's
Never
Fauna?
seen anything like that.
Where is Fauna with all of this right now?
He is just probably
Fauna is
sleeping on
just-
a griffin.
Fauna's just been talking with the animals, paying attention to them. She was interested in like bringing the animals around to listen to stories about the Lysimir, but then everything became very serious and she had no interest. But I can imagine that when her shirt disappears, she like freaks out because she doesn't know what's happening.
You give it to Fauna, I say, handing the cloak back to Karask. This is what I was talking about. Magic is unpredictable.
It is. It's quite fascinating, really. What she does when she makes this particular set of notes is it appears she taps into some form of wild magic, which causes this crazy random occurrence to occur.
Me too.
I would.
Ah, perhaps you can make clothes disappear as well.
Maybe. Not sure what I can do.
Ardwell takes his cloak to Fauna. Ooh.
Oh wait, I imagine that Fauna like tucks herself underneath like a griffin or something to hide until she gets the cloak.
Okay, I'd at least like some pants so I don't get straw up my
Well, your
butt.
clothes didn't disappear. You're not wearing them anymore. They're like on the ground next to you.
Oh, okay. Then I'll start getting dressed again.
The Lysimir apologizes profusely.
I don't understand why you're apologizing for. You literally tried to do what you knew was going to happen.
It makes a good point.
So, what is Ardwell saying to Fauna?
Hey,
He's
baby.
just got his he's got his eyes like away and towards the floor and just sort of holds up the cloak between him and Fauna. Here, Fauna, do you need cloak?
Arduo, roll me a handle animal check.
Oh god.
12. You're walking forward, holding the cloak out in front of you, just kind of moving it with your head turned away, which is kind of that same stance that a bullfighter does for a bull.
No.
No.
And Nyla thinks you're trying to play with her. They're like, yeah, I got this for you. And then you just feel 200 pounds of owlbear tackle you.
Hi, Nyla.
Fauna will shout to Nyla, no, get off.
Chest, you're on my chest.
Nyla gets up, the cloak now in her mouth.
Oh.
I meant she walks back over to Fauna and Fauna will just quickly take it and she'll like wrap herself up with it and then just scream, I'm sorry, Ardwell.
Yeah, but you have that same problem you always have when a dog brings you something that they have in their mouth and that it doesn't want to let go.
Let go, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no!
Sounds accurate.
Yeah, so you have the 80-pound fauna trying to pull the cloak away from the 200-pound owlbear.
Is it? Oh, there we go. It's like that 100-pound Dalmatian scene.
You gotta give her something different. If you've ever played fetch with a dog, you have to. It's good if you have 2 balls so you can keep
Ooh, I
dropping
know.
them. Get it to drop one.
No, Fauna will kind of stand up and she'll have a serious look on her face and she'll go, Nyla, let it go.
Roll me handle animal with advantage.
Yeah, I was about to say she's got advantage on that.
I was gonna say I want to cast Prestidigitation to assist
Okay.
and do like a thing of sparks and smoke right in front of Nyla's eyes.
Cool, you do that. Nyla lets go of the cloak and like swipes her paw in the air at the little sparks.
Cool.
And when they disappear, she just ambles around, goes over to where Ardwell's still lying on the floor and licks his face.
Nyla, come here.
Hi, Nyla.
Arr.
Good owlbear. Good owlbear.
Fauna will walk over to Ardwell after she's like covered herself up with the cloak and she'll put a hand out to help him up.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
The Lysimir casually strumming romantic music again.
Ardwell's a little bit flustered, so he's just
all I can imagine her goes like la 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 la. Don't be scared.
Turns and heads
You got
right
to
back to
find
the
their
fire
way.
and
You
like,
got to kiss the elf. Whoa, whoa.
Hey. We can't sing that entire song.
You sing too
It
much,
was
we'll get
kiss the
copyrighted.
elf. It was kiss the elf.
Oh my goodness. That's
Straight
great.
up like 101 Dalmatians moment. Like I'll kind of get up, grab like pet Nyla on the head and just like, come on, let's let those two have a little moment.
So,
moment came and went. Sorry.
Does Fauna realize her
Ardwell's
clothes are
Ardwell's
laying
back
right
to
there?
back to marshmallows over the fire.
aww.
Yeah,
feel
I'm
that
not
way.
eating that goo.
Just try it. Are you scared?
Oh.
Damn.
He just gives like a
I
large
started a
eyebrow
thing.
and just like, are you really gonna allow me to eat more than you?
See, the professor looks over at you. No, they're quite good. Try one, and he holds out one to you on the end of the little poker. It's completely on fire.
Delisimir
Do it.
reaches for it. Like, I love those.
Hey, that was mine.
Baps her hand.
I really think that she's not used to sweets at all.
Probably likely, yeah.
So she just and
Burned
it's
ones are
hard.
appropriately bitter.
What?
Burned ones are appropriately bitter.
Yeah. Ugh. Tastes like halfling fare.
Yeah, and it's always good to understand different things you may enjoy.
Mhm.
Stop complaining, you eat your fucking marshmallow.
She rolls her eyes.
Yeah, sure.
Zephyros turns back over to you, Delismir. Goes, tell me, Delismir, how much do you remember of your lessons concerning giants?
How much do I remember?
Roll me a history check.
Button. Oh no! She
You
slept
were
through it.
asleep.
Oh, jeez.
Ouch.
You see,
Um, we talked about giants, Professor.
yeah, I would be more disappointed in you if it wasn't for the fact that I know that wasn't one of the days I was subbing your class. So I will forgive you for not listening. If I had been teaching, you would have paid attention, I'm sure.
Of course, of course.
As such, let me tell you all a true tale. A tale of the ordering and of how giant society came to be. He gathers up a bit of sand from his pouch, holds it in his hand, and blows towards the fire. It hits the fire turns white, and clouds of smoke plume out of it. And then all around you, the smoke begins to form into shapes.
Kira is really tensed. Like jaw clenched and just keeping her eye on the wizard.
What are the shapes?
Ages and ages passed. Giant society was defined by the ordning, a caste system imposed upon the giants by their gods, the chief of which, Anam the All-Father. This ordning determined where the giant would stand among his or her ilk. Traditionally, storm giants have since stood at the top of the ordning. Tall and powerful, they struggled to keep the other races of giants from despoiling the realms of the small folk and sparking conflict. Below them, the tyrannical and warmongering fire giants, and then even further, the merciless and predatory frost giants. And from that, near towards the bottom of the ordering, the xenophobic storm giants, or stone giants, who mostly live underground and regard the surface realm as little more than a realm of dreams. And the lowest and smallest of the true giants, the hill giants, gluttonous as they are loathsome. Hill giants are the dullards of the giants, and they live in fear of their more powerful cousins. Since that entire time, the giants have kept to the ordning for one particular reason: their ancient enemies, the dragons. After the last great empire of giants, Astoria, fell after a long and brutal conflict with the dragons, the giants spread themselves out all across the world, keeping to their own little sections and very rarely coming into contact with each other. From this point on, the ordering has stood, never challenged, because the giants have never come into conflict with themselves. See, the things you should make sure you learned in school, Lucifer.
Hmm. Funny, I learned most of that earlier when I was younger.
Delismere kind of yawns and says, Professor, it's an interesting lesson for sure, but why'd you bring it up?
Because the ordering is broken now.
Because
It's
they
just
stole that
straightens.
Is
stone.
that why? Is that why the cloud giants or whatever took the big stone and back in what's the name of that town?
Nightstone.
Nightstone. Yeah.
I believe so, yes. I believe that due to the actions a few years ago in the war in which Tiamat attempted to return to the realms, and the severe losses on both the chromatic and metallic sides of dragons, that the giants have believed that they are now in a position in which they can get one over upon their ancient enemies. But yet, instead of simply banding together and then sweeping forth across, the other giants have decided that they don't like where they sit in the pecking order, and have now all begun to face off with each other without having to worry about a reprisal of the dragons. The Nightstone being taken by the cloud giants, as it were, is a matter of each of the giants beginning to move around the board and prepare themselves for a clash.
Why shouldn't they want to disrupt the order?
I didn't say they shouldn't want to. I simply said this is what they are doing now.
And sometimes shaking the boat causes you to capsize.
It's easy to say when you're on top.
True. But sometimes there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
But like Karask, I rolled for the history check that he learned out there. He learned a lot of this when he was much younger.
Yeah.
Because his clan was actually allied with the Wolf Hunter clan, which is a Goliath clan that he helped when he was much younger. Like,
And
yeah.
my grandfather's people left that society.
Huh.
Matriarchy also.
Yeah.
Although
Goliath.
they have tight controls on who can breed, from what he said.
Yeah. Goliaths are kind of more of a secular thing. They like to stay within their own type. They have every now and again, mostly. But yeah, Thorben gave me a very good talking to about this when I was a lot younger.
So if the ordering is broken, that would explain why they would take the Nightstone. But why take the Nightstone is the question.
I'm afraid I have no idea about that one.
Probably has some kind of significance.
Professor,
Producer.
I think it's time we all got some rest and got to Luskin. So perhaps we
saying,
can
Hardwood?
find some answers.
Yes, of course, of course.
What were you saying,
Ardal?
Ardal?
Oh, I was going to say the Nightstone obviously had some power. That's why. Never mind.
Why the town had it.
Town had it. Something like that.
Tira is looking over at Ardul with her eyebrows way up.
I'm inside checking the shit out of both of them. 21.
One of you can make a deception check with advantage. I'll let you two of you
Which one
decide.
wants to do that?
That's you. All you.
Okay. I will do it. Okay.
11.
Yeah. Tira's
11,
making a. Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
She's making a big shut up face.
Lazarus, you can tell they're hiding something.
I will look at them and then look over at my echo, like, that's weird, right? And then hope that he gives me like the nod, like, yep, I caught that too, and just go, well, if you two say so, and there's nothing else to the story, why even talk about it anymore? Right, Tira? And he'll turn, whip around, and look right at her. Wouldn't you say we don't need to discuss it any further?
Even more unsettling because Lazarus's face is cast in the glow of the fire with his completely black eyes.
Oh.
I keep forgetting I have the full of black eyes, yeah.
And
Eyes wide, pointing at her. Wouldn't you say nothing
if there
more?
was something more to say, maybe they wished they could tell you, but aren't supposed to.
All right.
Hypothetically.
Oh, you mean like a secret?
Yes,
She
Professor.
is like looking up at Lazarus kind of sheepishly.
Keep your secrets. But I'm going to bed.
No secrets. There's no secrets. She looks guiltily up at Lazarus again.
Well, let's continue this maybe tomorrow. I agree with Dulisimir. Maybe it's time we get a bit of rest before we head out in the morning.
Yeah. It's pretty comfy up here. Think I'm gonna stay here.
Split it up 3 and 3. Top level, second level.
Going down to a bed.
Perfectly fine.
I imagine that Bono is like
Humans.
enjoying this s'mores, not really listening to the whole debacle, but she's sitting there kind of falling asleep, drooping up and down.
Yeah.
There's hay here. It's comfortable enough.
See, as Fierce is about to leave, it turns over to you, Fauna, and goes, oh, I thank you so much for looking after the griffins. I always mean to, but I never find the time to come out and brush their feathers. I know it's a very important deal. I think I have something. Ah, yes, here. He hands you a small little pouch. Be very, very careful with that.
What is that?
Just some dust I keep in my pocket.
Why are you giving me a bag of dust?
It's a gift. Thank you for taking care of the griffins.
Oh, thank you. And she'll take it and kind of put
Can
it
I
with her stuff.
Can I use my magic
Yeah.
sense or my magic awareness, I mean?
Yeah, you go over there and kind of smell at that bag. It smells like fairies. Which is a weird thing. You're not quite sure even how you understand that it smells like fairies. It just smells of like summer and springtime all in the same, kind of rolled into one. It's hard to describe for you.
She like wrinkles her nose and smells like fairies.
Ooh, fairies?
Well,
Yeah.
you know, you are 1/4 of a fairy, right?
Bono will
The
turn to him.
drow
Really?
call people like fauna fairy. They don't call themselves fairy. Sorry, fauna.
She just kind of looks over. That's fine. But this is so cool. What can I do with it?
You open the pouch up and look inside. The dust in there is metallic purple.
Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm just gonna kind of touch it.
You pick it up and kind of hold a little bit between your fingers. Suddenly sneeze, and that puff of the dust goes out and hits.
Oh, who's it hit?
I have danger awareness or danger sense.
It only works if you're in danger.
Yeah.
I consider it danger.
It hits Karask in the face.
Oh, no!
Great.
What happens? What happens?
Karask, you start floating in the air as you have gained a fly speed of 60 for 10 minutes.
What?
Oh,
Cool.
Oh,
I like
okay, I'm not
reach
used to this.
over and pull that pouch closed. I said, the insane batshit wizard said to be careful with this.
Okay,
I was being careful.
guys, I don't know how to fly. I'm
Don't
bad.
slip.
Grass is completely upside down now.
Oh god. Oh, starting to get sick. Oh no.
Kira will like reach for you and kind of drag you down.
I'm gonna try to beat you there and like grab him and spin him like around in the air like a balloon, just like spinning him and see if it. Look at all these moves
Throw
you
up on
have,
you. I
Karat.
swear to God, Lazarus, I will.
So elegant, like a ballerina. You look amazing.
I will throw up on you.
Can Delisimir
Let's
fly
see
up
if you
over
beat
him?
me to it.
And you want to roll? Okay. Let's see what do we
Yeah, roll off to see who gets to you do.
Yep. It beats you by a lot.
Sorry.
Can Delisimir fly up over him to try to stabilize him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So she flies up over him, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, you're spinning fast," and just kind of dives down on you and brings you down to the deck.
okay.
Lazarus, you're the one that's gonna get barfed on.
Hold on.
Look, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I don't throw.
No.
I don't throw up.
Worse things have happened. I assure you all. Worse things have happened.
All right, let's all go to bed.
Well, I've got 10 minutes. How fast is the castle moving?
60 feet.
Brask is going to feel that and just go, fuck it, no time like the present. Let's go fly it for a second to Lismir. And he will jet himself off and will fly alongside.
Delisimir is going to join him.
You gonna stay up here with us, Laz?
I think if I'm not mistaken, there's 3 people can sleep up at the top. Is that correct? And then was 3 in the next room. Am I misremembering that? How many people can fit at the top?
I think you're probably right, and only probably 2 of you can fit up top. Given that you also have all of your horses up here too.
Oh, that's right. It seems fairly crowded down here. I think I'll go to one of the lower levels.
The second floor has a full room for each of you.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to go to the room that gets the least amount of light and draw the curtains. Good night, all. Make sure we get Karask inside before the magic wears off and he plummets. Good night, and I'll head to my room.
Rosie, you have 6 doses of pixie dust.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Making note of that because I remember.
Nice. And Karask will only spent 5 minutes out, and then he'll only be keeping up exactly where the inside of the area is. He's not trying to go up or down or anything. He's just trying to enjoy it for the moment.
Is Delisimir capable of doing laps around the tower while it's moving?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the same fly speed as Karas, so neither of you are going to outpace each other. But yeah, you're capable. As fast as the tower kind of moves, you're still quick enough in the short range to be able to match it.
Okay.
So.
Because I was gonna have Delisimir do a lap around the tower.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll get done, and he'll fly back into the area, drop down as probably the magic will be waving off of him. And he'll be like stunned in a way.
Exhilarating, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, my sister was able to do shape changing, and she usually would come in on an owl and tell me how cold the clouds were and everything like that. As like you could see his eyes are welling up a little bit, just a tiny bit on the edges. I miss her.
I bet.
I miss
Yes.
both of them.
Get some rest, Karask. You've had quite a long day.
Yeah, I'll go do that. Thanks.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Cool. So I'll let Tira and Fauna stay up top, and he'll head down to his own room. Seeing as both of them are like probably all snuggled up and everything right now.
Yeah, kind of.
Before Arju would have left, like Fauna would have made point to ask if he wants his cloak back, since she can just put her shirt back on.
Oh, sure, yeah. Or I mean, you can hold on to it if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Just gonna kind of blush and just go, okay, I'll use it as a blanket.
Good night, Fauna.
Good night.
Night, Artie.
I'm sorry, that was
Night,
just
Tira.
cute.
Yes.
Love is in the Air plays off in the distance somewhere.
Careless Whisper.
Still Isamir.
It's Delisamir practicing again. She's playing Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper.
Oh my god, that was a song that was in my head. I just didn't know if it was correct for the moment.
Yeah, it's a little guilty.
That's a good one.
On
Be
a
a good one to play when
dulcimer,
Lazarus flirts with people since he has a wife.
on a dulcimer, it's probably appropriate.
Yeah.
So, all right. The next morning.
Next morning, you guys wake up. Everybody heads down to the bottom floor. See, there is now a huge table set up with a full-size meal prepared at breakfast. Professor Zephyros is sitting at the head of the table waiting for you all. Good morning, all of you. Come. I had breakfast prepared.
God, honestly, fucking Ardwell, those rolls are fucking awesome.
That is awesome.
Those are really good rolls.
Yeah. That's what you want, a high one and a low one.
See somebody fumbling and tripping.
How much longer do we have to stay in here?
Oh, just until the end of breakfast.
Fantastic.
Yes, I wouldn't want you to get off of the tower without having been fed. I have to be a gracious host, of course.
Of course, Professor.
Appreciate that.
I'll grab something to eat.
Delisamir is gonna like play nice and sit next to the professor and kind of chat him up a little bit.
Kira stays as far away as she can. Go ahead.
Professor, where do you plan to go next?
I'll move the tower a bit further out towards the center line of the continent, I believe. And then I will do my deep scrying with the new devices that I have. And I will attempt to discern what the giants are up to. And formulate a plan from there to save the world.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we're investigating the loss of the Nightstone, and if the pecking order really is broken, and that's the reason why the stone is gone, I would think, then investigating that as well would be rather interesting.
Well, yes, you should let me know what you find then.
You should let us know what you find as well.
Oh, I will.
Definitely. She finishes up eating and looks over to Lazarus and says, Lazarus, don't forget to tell your new bestest buddy goodbye.
I will turn, give him a very courteous bow, shake his hand, and go, really, Professor, I want to stay in touch. I'm not sure how to do that, but feel free to...
Oh, don't worry. I left something in your bag for that.
Les, you don't want that.
But he's so happy.
You look over at your bag. Your bag is not big enough to fit that full-size crystal ball that he has stuffed into it. So it's completely half sticking out of the bag with like the straps barely holding it closed.
What a lovely parting gift. I accept it graciously. Professor, you're just too kind. Really, this has been a wonderful time. Look at this. We'll take it out and I'm gonna like kind of shine it. This is just the craftsmanship. This is the
Rats.
kind of thing you only see in a private school. This doesn't come from public education.
Karask is gonna see that. He will pull out the star map and go.
Look, Paras, we can practice that nighttime ritual together now. If you'd like, Arduel is welcome to join. All of us, we've got a crystal ball now. Look at this thing.
This isn't a crystal ball.
Well,
How do you know it's not going to explode?
Because my
Here,
father carved it from a single piece of crystal.
I'm talking about his, not yours.
Oh, that, yeah.
Here,
that's a good question.
I'm kind of interested based on what the interactions between Arduel and Karask has been. And just like he will hand over his father's star map to the professor and go, I inherited this from my father when he passed. I'm kind of interested to see what it looks like from someone's other point of view.
See, he holds it for a minute. Oh, very fascinating. A bit rudimentary, but powerful. Yes. There are some tools that, no matter what advancements are made, there's those that say the old ways are the best, and for some things that ever holds true. He kind of takes it for a moment and moves his hands across the surface as parts of the stars light up.
Yeah.
I see. And then holds it out, and his eyes begin to glow with starlight as well. And you see, for him, it opens up, and instead of showing constellations, it shows galaxies. Symbolizing that his scope of vision is so much wider than Karask. Karask is one of those people that you're the type of person to see the leaves, not the forest.
Yeah.
As opposed to Zephyros, who's very much seeing the forest, not the leaves.
Interesting. I still have much to learn. I appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me try that, Karas. That was very enlightening to me.
Anytime.
He very reverently holds it out and gently hands it to you.
Thank you. As he will wrap it back up in the leather satchel and put it back in. Yeah. Only accomplished star guides are able to actually learn how to do that technique. And the last one that knows how to do it is my sister.
I would very much love to converse with your sister one day upon the points of divination regarding to astronomy. I imagine it would be quite fascinating.
She honestly would probably get along quite well with you. If you ever meet a bear folk by the name of Lanrita, that is my sister. She is a seer.
Perhaps when all of this mortal turmoil has passed us, I shall seek her out and see what new things there are to learn.
She may surprise you, which will be a joy and a sight to behold.
Everybody's putting a lot of trust in this crazy person.
Delismere says, well, you'll have to trust him one more time. Professor, shall we get going?
What do you mean?
The end of breakfast.
Yes, it is the end of breakfast. Time for you to leave.
Yes.
No, come on, to the front door. We're there.
Okay. We got all the horses and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, bring it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fauna would have made sure to guide them all down.
See, he leads you guys to the front door. The door draws itself down, and the clouds begin forming the stairs. And you look out before you and see a large city.
Do I recognize it?
You don't recognize it. You recognize this in the sense that you look out and see that's not Luskin.
This is not the place.
Yes, it is. This is Bryn Shander.
Professor,
We
we
were
said
going-
Luskin.
No, you need to go to Bryn Shander.
We were, but we were stopping in Luskin first.
No, the stars told me you needed to go to Bryn Shander. They're not wrong. You see, I was checking into some other planes a few weeks ago, and I stumbled upon this group of seers that figured out a way to tell a person's entire personality and future life simply by the positions of the stars on their day of birth. They call it a horoscope. It's never wrong.
Shit.
Grass will put his fingers on the bridge of his
Right.
nose and goes, "Gosh, that's dangerously close."
Ugh.
But I mean, why not? Could
All
probably
right.
You
find a
don't
way
know
back.
when we were all born.
It actually wouldn't be that hard.
It's easy. You just have to scry a person and you just follow their entire life back. And I also started with Delicious. I already have her birth date in my system.
Hey.
And Karask, probably knowing from what his father taught him and his sister
Wait.
taught him.
You know, can you tell me what my birthday is?
Yes.
Better yet, can you tell me what my actual last name is?
No.
Well, I guess a birthday would do. I guess it'd be nice to know when I was what day I should celebrate.
Probably Karask could be able to do that fairly easily as well.
It looks like your birthday is the 14th of Kythorn, which is the 6th month of the Forgotten Realms calendar.
I apologize. What did you say?
His birthday is the 14th of Kythorn, the 6th month of the Forgotten Realms calendar.
I see.
And what year?
What currently year should we be in? If I'm checking by my stuff. Current year for us. Check my pin messages. We should be at about 1508. So I don't know, how old is Ardwell?
I think I said he was 17. So, yeah.
1508, back 17 years.
1491.
1491. Yep.
Okay.
So-
Now, Ardwell actually knows that he's 17 years old.
Yeah, he'll look at Ardwell and just go. And for me, it's the 29th of Marpanoth, 1481. Birthdays are not a very trivial thing for bear folk. We kind of understand star lines a lot. That's how we were able to deal with harvests and everything.
Delisimir is impatiently waiting by the door.
We don't harvest, we raid.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. All right, I'm ready to get the hell out of this crazy tower.
Fauna, are you ready?
Fauna's kind of sitting there deer in the headlights. She's never seen a big city, so she doesn't know what to think.
It's gonna be fun.
This is gonna be great. I can't wait to see all the new faces.
Stick with me, Fauna. You got this.
Being from Neverwinter, do I recognize that this is not a big city?
Yeah, for you, it's not a big city. Well, Bryn Shander's probably the biggest city of 10 towns. But even then, I think it's probably half the size of Neverwinter.
If
Yeah.
even.
I'd have to check all the statistics to figure out where it actually falls at. But yeah, I think Bryn Shander, if I remember correctly from Rime of the Frost Maidens, only about 1,200 population. Somewhere in that 12 to 2,000 range.
Yeah, so it's an order of magnitude smaller than Neverwinter.
It's only like 3,000 feet wide, so.
Vastly different from what Fauna is used to.
Yeah.
Huh. That's kind of a small town. Like, for some reason I thought Bryn Shander might be a little bit larger. Oh well.
Yeah, as you guys get off the steps of the tower, you get outside. You realize it's freezing cold out here. You are way up north. Everything is covered in snow.
Brr.
Feels like home.
Guess I need a new cloak.
Delisimir's shivering.
He will take his cloak off and give it to Delisimir.
Can I prestidigitate a little bit of extra warmth for myself?
Yeah, it'll give you make it a little bit better, but not a whole lot. Just because it doesn't last long enough.
A little bit's fine.
Fur helps.
Come on then, let's get somewhere warm and maybe get some new supplies.
Yep.
What?
Karas doesn't. He feels it, but it's not nearly as bad as everybody else because fur. That's about it.
Yeah, Tira did grow up in the north, but I'm trying to see if I have winter gear in my explorer's pack. I don't know.
I don't think you actually do.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything with me right now.
Thank you, Professor. And Delisimir's leaving.
He waves out to you. Farewell, friends. We shall meet again in the future. I know it because I read those of you that are Pisces.
My Scorpion.
Whatever the fuck that is.
It's something that some of the seers got into. They believe that they can understand emotions and who people are based on the stars. But my sister looked at them and said that they were foolish.
Well, either way.
You think that, but you also in the back of Karas' head, he goes, and Tira's totally an Aries.
And yeah, exactly.
That sounds about
Just
right.
a little bit, yeah. Like his sister would dabble in it, just like, this is stupid. But then there's like, there's some similarities. Fuck, I'll have to look at this.
Like, this is really stupid. And she'd look at someone and like look at the chart, go, okay, maybe it's not 100% stupid.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Lanrado was definitely one of those people who would like discourage anything, and then she would see something and go, damn it, now I need to re-over this now.
Alright.
Yeah, we want to get ourselves some furs, I think.
Delisimir is going to lead the way into the closest gate. Which one would that be?
Closest gate would probably be. I probably would have dropped you around here on the front gate.
Okay. She's going to lead the way up to it. Is it open?
Yeah, gates are open right now.
Gates are open. Okay.
What does Delisimir look like right now?
Fucking cold.
No,
Okay,
as in
cool,
like.
That's what I look like.
Oh, I got you.
What do you look like?
I'm gonna roll a d10, and anything above a 5, I've got fiend features. Like, I still look like me, but fiendish features.
So you look like a tiefling.
Okay, I still look like Siren me.
Okay. We need to find a picture of a tiefling now.
I'm working on getting another commission.
Okay.
So, looking around, can we see, like, taverns or, vendors or anything?
Well, what do you want to find first? Do you want to find taverns? Do you want to find the marketplace?
I want to find somewhere with warm clothes, first and foremost.
We want to find furs.
You probably want to go to the marketplace, which is B7.
Okay.
And then where would an armor or swordsmith or any blacksmith be?
And drop your tokens out here just so you guys can move to wherever it is you want to go.
Cool.
Just keep track of where you all are.
Perfect.
Rask is going to ask Ardwell, since he's essentially our banker at this moment in time, for about 200 gold, and he is going to be looking for an apothecary.
Before we pull out that much gold, I think we're going to actually let me check here what we got.
Actually 500 because I need to pick up diamond.
Yeah, before we do that,
real quick,
let's
Ardo, I need something I was thinking about the other day. I was going to mention. I'm adding a new house rule to the game.
Mhm.
right.
As you guys know, the only region that I ever keep track of is the requirements of a diamond of X amount of value in order for a resurrection.
Mhm.
What I'm going to change that to now be is that any gemstone of equivalent value or more is legal to be used for a resurrection.
Cool.
Meaning, if we're in a dungeon and you guys hit a treasure spot and you find a 300 gold ruby, that ruby can be used for revivify.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I like that. That's good. Let's see.
Well, I think before we hand out treasure, let's see if we can't sell some of this jewelry and our
Mhm.
gems,
That's fine by me.
and then we can split it up and do whatever we need to do.
Lovely idea.
So I would suggest the first thing we do is get to the marketplace. And
I
also so I can get a
agree.
cloak.
Yes,
A nice
it's
heavy cloak,
cold.
because it's cold here.
Yep.
If
Fauna
that's
could have tried to hand him his coat back over and over.
if that's the case, and since we have that in there,
Are you
then I
sure,
will.
Fauna? You got enough clothes? You gotta stay warm?
She's like, yeah, I'm good.
She has a
Alright.
whole owl bear. I think she'll be fine.
Yep.
It's true.
If that's the case, then I'll just ask Ardwolf for the 2 emeralds, because those are both 400 gold apiece. And that way I don't have to buy any diamonds, and I'll just go out looking for.
Why don't we see if we have 300 gold piece diamonds if that's what you need?
True.
Because otherwise, yeah, you're putting 200 gold just up in the air.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we don't have anything else that's enough. That's the problem. So
Well,
yeah,
we sell the gems, we'll get lots of gold. We'll use that gold to give you a couple of diamonds of the correct amount. And yeah.
cool. That'll work. Grass will just see that as like practicality. It's just like, oh, we got stuff. Cool.
Delisimir leads the way to the marketplace.
Mhm.
Yep.
Cool.
Fauna
Guys, take your
was-
way all the way out to the marketplace.
Oops, move over there.
Lana, are you lost?
Sorry, roll 20 was freaking out on me and it wasn't letting me move her correctly and it just giving me trouble.
Well, I mean, it looks like it went to a walled-in area that probably would be great for stables.
I'm seeing that now too. Oh my god, it's messing up again. For the sake of it, she's with you guys. She's sticking close to either Arjul or Karask. I will get her token there in a moment when 20 lets me.
All right. So, looking around,
Thank you, Brad.
do we find cloak vendors and such?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff here in the marketplace.
Okay.
B7 is all your basic goods. What do I have? I have B9 is the town armory, where you can get your armor and stuff. B10 is black iron blades, where you guys can go for weapons. Other than that, need Karask, you're probably going to want to go to B12, Rendaro's Emporium, for your apothecary stuff. I think most anything else random things you guys want, you're probably able to find in the marketplace.
Okay.
Okay, I'm keeping my eye out for spell scrolls.
Okay.
And also looking to sell a couple of spell scrolls.
And I am looking for some kind of fur trader.
I'm not
Cool.
sure how shopping works. I'm sorry.
Basically, tell me what you want. In a big city, you can basically find whatever it is you're looking for, more or less. If you can come into certain things, just tell me, hey, this is what I'm looking for. I'll tell you what's available.
Delisimir is looking for studded leather and winter clothes.
You have
Come with
studded
me.
leather.
I'll take you to find some winter clothes.
Oh yeah, that's
Deliver.
right.
Yeah,
That's
you
right,
got it.
yep.
Yeah. I will.
I guess if there's better light armor than studded leather.
I'm heading
Let's
to the
handle the clothing situation first. I think as everybody except for Karas probably wants to grab that.
I'll probably just get a wintry cloak, and that's about it. His is kind of beaten up, probably.
Yeah. Yes, go find a fur trader who specializes in cloaks and other cold weather stuff. The cost for cold weather gear ranges from 3 gold to 10 gold apiece, depending on how much you're getting and how nice you're getting.
The
Like for
listener,
Karask, who's only getting a cloak, he's only got to do 3 gold. If someone wanted to get a full set and very nice, 10 gold.
the listener looks at Ardwell, the banker, and says, "Can I have some money?"
Yes. Tell you what. So first things first. Can we sell gems and
Yeah, you can
holy
cash everything in
symbols
here. You can
and-
sell all the gems in. You can sell your extra sets of armor and weapons you want to get rid of. Everything's able to be cashed in now.
Okay.
Okay, everything that has stated value that we have in the party treasure list, total value is 6,640. So divide that by 6. That's how much each of you get to spend. And I'm going to assume that all of it is getting converted and spent now.
How much? Sorry,
Tara's gonna go.
Split up.
Oh.
I should say split up.
I was gonna say I missed the total amount divided by. Say that one more time for me. How much was the total again?
6,000.
6,600.
The
So
divided total.
everybody gets 1,100.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that just gold or is it?
That's gold.
That's gold.
All
Straight gold.
So yeah, Tira's gonna go ahead and get the nice winter clothes,
Same.
like the full set.
Full set, nice clothes, cat. Cool, that's 10 gold for that.
Yeah.
I'll just get a robe or a cloak, and that's it.
Sure.
I suppose
night.
Fauna would get a cloak as well.
Yeah, I'll get a nice winter clothes. Gold.
So it was 10 gold for the full nice set.
For the full nice set, it's 10 gold, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And all right, Ardwell gets a nice set of winter clothes.
Cool. So, I guess next, are we sticking together, all of us, or are we just spreading out?
The big town, it'll be fine.
Fauna's got to stick to either Ardwell or Karask, otherwise she's lost.
I mean, you should roll for it.
What should I roll?
Ardwell's gonna try suggesting, you're not you can stick with me because I grew up in a much bigger city than this. I can
He'll
help
take good
show you
care of you.
my way. I can help show you a way around here. I can even show you some shortcuts.
Fauna will kind of go up to him and tuck her arm underneath his and go, "Okay, I'm sticking with you then."
Tira winks over at Ardwell.
Yes.
Fauna's kind of blushing.
Ship it. I ship it.
I ship it too.
Yeah.
The listener is just gonna peel off from the main group then.
I'm gonna grab some studded leather and then go to the blade shop if anyone's.
I want to go to the blade shop.
Okay, I'll
join you.
Okay, I'll expedite it and say I buy the what's it called, the studded leather, and get the price for that. But yeah, let's go to the blade shop. I love looking at weapons. Let's see what they have in stock.
Or before you guys all go, just like, hey, beat over at the tavern at nightfall. All right.
Which one?
Whichever is the biggest one.
All right. I'm sure we'll figure that out.
Yep. And I will head to the apothecary.
The Lysimir's heading to the armorer.
Okay. I'm going to run down through your guys' names as I have them on Roll20, and that's how we will resolve all of our shopping stuff. So we will start with Karask over there in the apothecary, B12. Come to Rendarl's Emporium, a very large building over here on this side. Looks like it was built on the site where there was there was an old cabin, and then the cabin was just added onto and added onto it until it was made to be much bigger. You come inside, you see there is an assortment of goods for sale in here, and despite being an apothecary, they seem to have everything a general goods store has in here. There's just about everything you could imagine in here.
I take a big long whiff with my snout, like, smells like potions making class.
See a male half elf over at the back looks over the counter and goes, "Oh, how do you do there, friend? Welcome."
How goes?
Goes very well. What can I do for you? What are we shopping for?
Well,
Looking for a fine Yeti coat? I just got a couple of them came in today.
I appreciate it, but I have fur myself. My friends and I already just went ahead and came into your lovely town.
I know what it is then. Fishing. I've got the best fishing poles here, and I just got in a set of mithril fish hooks. Guaranteed not to let a fish slip off of them.
He'll pull up his pie just like, I have what nature gave me for making a salmon meal. Thank you, though, sir. So, I'm actually looking for any kind of gemstones of around 300 gold for a particular spell to keep my friends alive, kind of thing.
Ah, adventurer. I knew it when I
Yes.
saw you. Have the look of an adventurer. Come on over here. You make your way down over to the back of the shop where he is sitting at the counter. He reaches behind the back, pulls up a large case, flips it, opens it up, and you see it's just glittering with diamonds set in little places inside of the case.
I'll just need one for the moment.
All right, take your pick.
And I'll pick out the most, like, average-looking one.
Okay.
Just like it doesn't need anything special.
No, you don't need anything special. Just a gemstone of this. You see, they're all pretty much exactly the same cut and everything. You're like, no, I know what you need for Revivify. You know, it's pretty standard fare.
Exactly. So, party healer and all that kind of thing.
Of course.
I am looking for. I also dabble in creating different types of potions. I actually am a Witherbloom student on its calling right now. So, anything I could do to be able to diversify my portfolio, how to say it, it's what my professor said, I'll be able to take into stride.
Ah, all right. So you would like some local regents, or you like to know? We can do one of two things here. You see, he pulls something else around, goes around into the back shop, part of the shop, comes back out with the small kit, opens it up. You see, it's kind of your typical herbalism kit, but you don't recognize some of the regents. So
Okay.
you immediately click in. Okay, these are regional regents.
Okay.
We got
All
this. All standard stuff you got, but you got some specialties that we carry only out here up in 10 towns way up north. Some of your normal stuff you're carrying is not going to preserve quite so well in the cold. Now, but if you're looking for the real good stuff, he goes and reaches out for something else, puts a scrolled up parchment a rolled up parchment in front of you. Because this here map shows you where all the best rare stuff is that you can only get by going out deep into the wild. Now, if you're looking for that kind of stuff, this is your ticket right here.
How much are each of them?
What's the price on herbalism?
Super amount, from what I understand it, but it may be a regional thing, so maybe a bit more.
It might be a little bit more here, yeah. To check
Yeah.
Fast. Typical herbalism kit's 5 gold. He's probably gonna sell you this one for 7.
Yeah, I'll take that. And in return, he'll probably take out a couple of like fly adamantia and a couple of whitecap mushrooms that he gets from the south and go for your trouble. So that way you at least have something you can dry.
Thank you very much. I said, you know what? Here, tell you. And he hands you a small pouch that has 4 mithril fish hooks. I know you don't need them, but you're a member of a party. Perhaps some of the others might appreciate them.
Possibly. Thank you.
Now, anything else you would be willing to trade for a purchase here, my friend?
And what is the map going to cost him?
The map? The map? 12 gold.
I'll
Trust
take
me,
it.
if you can make it all the way out there, you'll find stuff way more than 12.
Of course. If I do find anything good, I'll make sure I keep you in mind to maybe do a little exchange.
Yeah, I promise to give you the fairest price in all of town.
Sounds like a plan. I am actually, and I'll pick that up as well.
Yep.
So the total of that would be 7, 12, 19.
19 gold.
Okay, cool. So
And you also get 4 mithril fish.
yep, I got that. Rask will take the hood off, get a little closer, and just like, I've been particularly looking for a particular regent. And he will describe what looks to be in his best way he could say it, he can only describe what the spores looked like. And they were these like very orangish and very pustule spores that were around on that day. Just like, I am looking for something that makes these spores. Of the things that my calling is having me do is find a way to counteract these spores. So I'm looking to try to find a way for me to get a sample of them. Do you know of them?
So you describe it to him, and suddenly he just looks away, can't help you.
Insight check.
Go.
20.
Money. I don't think I'm gonna do
And
that.
I'm
He
gonna-
recognized what you said. He had a recognition of it, and he clammed up.
I will look at him dead in the eyes, and I will go, I do not, if you are wondering if I plan to do anything detrimental with these things, that is not the case, sir. These things are the reason my entire clan is dead, and my father and my brother are both. They are all amongst the stars because of this thing. I wish
Roll me
to
a
find a way.
persuasion.
I wish to find a way for me to stop that from ever happening again. 16.
See, he looks around the rest of the store. Sees there's nobody else here.
Yeah, he does the exact same kind of thing. He knows that this is probably a very touchy subject.
Yeah, he goes, there's a shaman deep in the north, where the tribes of the barbarians roam. By
His
the name
eyes
of
narrow.
by the name of Lafayette.
Lafayette.
They can help you.
Right. Do you know its name?
I'm not talking anymore about this.
Understandable. That's the best thing I could have gotten at this moment. And he will place down, since I have one in my possession, I will place down a platinum piece. Just slide it on the table. Just go, if anyone asks, a man named Karask asked for this information. And that's all you need to know.
He looks you clear in the eyes, goes, I don't know about anybody asking me about nothing.
Exactly. Thank you very much, sir. And you have a wonderful day.
Okay, that's Karask. We're gonna hop over to Tira. I believe you and Lazarus were going to the blacksmith.
Yeah. Yes. I like blades. I just want to check it out.
Yes, head over to this small shop a little north called Black Iron Blades. It has a full smithy that's going on the side of it. There's a few people that kind of hanging around because it's one of the warmer spots in town because the forge is going full blast. So there's plenty of heat coming off the side of it. So people kind of loiter around the sides of it every now and then. Just kind of watch the smiths work.
Okay. What were you looking for, Laz?
Oh, I was interested in maybe some lighter weapons I can use in each hand. I was really thinking about what you said about sometimes just cutting loose and letting go, and I think I want to give it a try. I'm going to ask and see what sorts of blades they have available. Maybe he would be interested in a trade of sorts, but let's ask. How about yourself, Tyr? What are you looking for?
I don't know. Since I ruined my axe, I do have a nice sword, but I like bigger.
That's what she said. Understood. It is a bit cold out here, so don't get discouraged at first if it's not the right size. Let's go ahead and ask the blacksmith what he's got. Excuse me, and then I'll call out to whoever's running the shop.
Well, are you calling out to the blacksmith outside in the forge? Or you going in the shop?
In the shop. As we enter, I'd call it out as we enter the actual shop itself.
Well, you go heading in the shop. There's weapon racks on all sides, various different sorts of weapons and gear. You see, there's also a lot of adventuring gear stacked up here: ice picks, snowshoes, that kind of thing. And there is a female shopkeep behind the counter tending to things. She goes, good day. Welcome to Black Iron Blades. What can I get for you?
After you, Tira, by all means, proceed
You know-
first.
Do you have a grappling hook? I bet we could use a grappling hook. You never know.
Yes, we have a grappling hook. We have different sets of rope.
Well, I think we've got rope.
Well, but do you have rope like this? You see, she goes and gets the grappling hook, sets it out in front of you, so you got that. And then she sets up a coil of rope that is completely black. See, if you're going into somewhere, you're trying to get over a wall at night, you don't want them to see your rope. So you need a dark rope that completely blends in with the night.
Oh shit, I do.
I do like blending in with the night. This is this is very convincing. How much does this cost?
On that, probably 3 gold.
Yeah.
Let's
Sold.
do it. Oh yeah, let's do that. That's a great deal. What else? What else were you looking for, Tira? You said a larger weapon, correct?
So I have this really nice magic sword, but I had this great axe that got ruined with some acidic slime shit. I was just wondering what you might have.
She looks at it, goes, well, there's a couple of items you have. You can purchase a new great axe here if you want. I have a couple of masterwork, which are +1s, by the way. Great axes that we keep in the back. We don't keep them out for display. We can bring some of those out. You can take a look at that. Might strike your fancy. It's possible she's like, can I see the sword?
Yeah, it's a good sword.
You hold it out, and she takes a appraising eye at it. He goes, yeah, that's very nice. Sets it down on the counter in front of you. I'd have to talk to my brother. He runs the smith about it, but it is possible we might be able to reforge this sword. You say you like something a bit bigger, right?
Yep, like
Well,
a great axe.
again, I have to verify with my brother whether or not it can be done, but we've done similar things before. I don't know if he could redo a great axe, but he might be able to reforge this long sword into a great sword.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Lovely. Yeah. Well, since you're at it, and I'll take out the cloud piercer and kind of balance it on my fingers, like both hands extended. This is a lovely blade, but I think I'm looking for something a bit meaner. Do you have any? And I'll set it down on the counter. Maybe a curved scimitar, something a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? I would really like to terrify people when I take it out. I want it to look as mean as I hope it does, and then maybe a partner to go with it. Would you be open to a trade, or would you maybe perhaps reforge it like you've discussed with my associate here?
Because we thinking like a scimitar kind of thing.
That would be lovely.
Yeah, we could probably do a reforging of it into a scimitar. Let's see, my brother might be able to do a little bit of embellishment to it. We might be able to do that. Yeah, if you want a paired item, I got a few masterwork scimitars you could probably get a hold of. If they're not cheap, of course, but that's something you want to look to.
That sounds like exactly what I'm looking for. That would be quite perfect. And how much for all of this that we're asking?
Well, did you want a +1?
Sure,
a
yes.
masterwork scimitar? Okay,
yes,
masterwork scimitar, that's going to be about 1,000 gold for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the reforgings, we're looking at about 600 apiece.
Oh, 600 apiece. I will quickly do math in my. You know, is there with the fucking zero charisma? You know, is there any way that we could maybe, since we're doing 2 large items at the same time, could we get a bit of a discount for the 2 of us, since you're really making out like quite a bandit here? You're basically stealing from us. Look at you. You've got us hook, line, and sinker, but maybe a deal for the 2 of us. What do you say?
Roll me a persuasion.
Fuck. Right. Oh, that's performance. Sorry. Persuasion. Not going to be any better. Nope.
He goes, yeah, no, we set pretty standard rates with everybody. We try to keep it fair here in town.
That makes sense.
It's kind of a small town. If I start giving discounts to one person, somebody else wants it, it just becomes a whole ordeal.
How about just reforging my sword and then just another scimitar, not a masterwork, to go along with it? How much would that run me?
How much does this scimitar? Sickle, spear, sling, short bow. Scimitar. Scimitar's 25 gold.
That sounds perfect. If the quality of the first recrafted scimitar is good, I'll be back with more money. You're a harsh salesman, but I like you. I like that you stick to your guns. Tira, anything else you need?
Is mine 600?
Yeah, here's 600 too.
All right. She will hand that over.
Okay.
Well, I didn't even know I didn't even know I needed this black rope. So maybe I don't know. I don't think I need anything else, but maybe I do.
I don't know. Do you have an ice pick? How are you going to climb up a sheet of sheer ice if you need to get over a ridge?
No.
And then you need the climbing shoes, which let me tell you, they're not just for climbing. So she holds out a set of those shoes that they like go over your normal shoes, but they have the spikes forward, so you can stick them in the ice while you're climbing up. So not only can you use these to climb up sheer feats of ice, but then if you wear them normally and someone's getting kind of grabby in the tavern, you just give them a real quick kick. They'll remember you kick them with these.
Oh, damn. She's really got my number.
She's a salesman. Yeah, I'm even tempted.
Okay. I'm
This is some
apparently
top-notch
getting some
salesman
ice
work.
pick and some spiked shoes.
Some spike climbing shoes, yeah.
So you'll have to tell me how much damage I can do kicking with those later.
Be a D4.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like having a dagger strapped to your foot.
Cool. How much did you say?
It's gonna be 4 gold for the shoes, 2 gold for the ice pick.
Okay, so 6. Okay.
Another 6 off of that.
I'm just putting that in. Yeah, I like this lady. She knows what we need.
She does. I miss my high charisma. We'll be back.
I miss having high wisdom as well.
Yeah, we're just the 2 wrong people to be alone right now, for sure. When could we expect the blades to be finished? Would it be today, tomorrow?
Sometime tomorrow. Come check tomorrow. We'll see what the progress has been made on them.
All right.
Lovely. Thank you so much for your time. And unless you need anything else, Tara, I'll start walking out.
Nope. I guess I've got these nifty boots, and yeah, I'm all good to go.
Yeah, unless you want to buy something crazy, like invisible wire garrotes or something like that.
Oh, that would be fun. But
Did you say how much the invisible garrote wire was?
Oh, it's just 3 gold.
Oh, definitely.
In fact, they're half off we have a buy one get one free deal going on right now.
I'll buy 3. I'm for sure gonna buy some. Yep. I'll hand over the gold and take some invisible garrote wire. It is real. She's not just fucking with me, right? She's not just putting her hands out and there's like nothing there, and I'm reaching like, oh, I can't grab it. There is invisible.
It's not invisible. It's just really thin, like piano wire.
I'll grab it.
That is very you.
This is lovely. I honestly, everyone's going to be so jealous. They're going to wish they came in here with the two of us. We made out like bandits. Thank you so much. We better leave before.
See you
I tried to give you
tomorrow.
all my money. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah,
So
just like that,
we're done.
Brandon.
Actually, I was about to also ask if there are more the more general crampon, which has a slightly different toe shape to it, but this is the perfect toe shape, so never mind.
Pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Okay, that takes care of Tyr and Lazarus. Fauna and Ardwell, where are you guys off to?
Well, Fauna, what do you think you want to look for?
I'd like to look for animal stuff.
Roll me a survival check, Fauna. $25. You're walking around with Ardwell. You can hear the sounds of dogs barking.
Puppies! Let's go see the dogs.
Fauna immediately shoots off, just completely cartoon character yoinking Ardwell with her, and cuts across town way up north, probably. It's an end. 13 and 14 are both ends. I think you're going to be somewhere up over here next to B1. You come to a kennel where they keep sled dogs.
Oh boy!
Oh my god! Can we get one? And she's gonna like looking up at him all puppy dog eyes.
See, there's a guy standing over there who's just got done feeding a couple of them. Goes, hey, how you doing there? You guys traveling through 10 towns?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we had some business here in town, and we came here rather quickly and realized that we might need to be able to work in winter.
Oh, yeah, well, then let me tell you, if you're doing some traveling out here, there's nothing better than taking a sled dog team. We have an entire system set up with the other towns. You rent a sled dog team here, you drop it off at the next town, good to go.
Well, Fauna here doesn't like the idea of renting animals, I don't think.
No, I want to buy them.
Oh, you want to buy a whole team? All right, we can buy a whole team. That's 250 gold.
We got a
Jeez.
pig already. We got pigs. We got horses. Like
We're gonna have a big old zoo.
So Fauna is like sitting in front of the kennel, like she's just playing with the puppies, and then she looks
Fauna?
up at him with like big puppy dog eye.
Fauna, how about you figure out which dog team you like the best, and I'm going to go ask some questions. It'll take me about 11-12 minutes, and I will come back, and then we can discuss whether or not we're getting a sled dog team, okay?
She looks at him and kind of crooks her head. That's a very specific time. Why 11 or 12 minutes? Why not 5 seconds right now?
Because I want to cast a spell and get some information from elsewhere.
Like where? What other information would you need? They're sled dogs.
This is the best team that should have gone for this.
We sent the absolute wrong team to go look at the weapon shop, and we sent the absolute wrong team to go anywhere near the sled dogs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anna was kind of just looking for equipment or like anything that she could find that's animal related. She wasn't specifically looking for more animals, but you know, things happen.
So anyway, Fauna, just give me that amount of time, and I will be right back. Okay? And Ardwell grabs his spell book, goes around back, finds someplace a little more quiet and out of the way, and Cass Ogre. And the question is, should we get a sled dog team?
Okay. The proper wording for this should be we buy a sled team. Because you give it a specific plan of action. It tells you outcome good, outcome bad.
Yeah.
Wheel.
Excellent. I go back to Fauna and say, well, have you figured out which puppies we're getting?
Yes.
Important question here. Does Fauna pick out a good sled team? Or does Fauna pick all the puppies?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh God, yeah.
I
We're
feel
gonna
like
have a
she's
completely ineffectual sled team.
Wisdom save. Do a wisdom save.
Yeah, we're gonna
Wait.
set the wisdom save. We're gonna set it at a 12.
That's
Watch.
I'm just going to assume that
There
I'm
it is.
intelligent enough. I'm
Ah.
intelligent enough to ask the gentleman what the best combination of older dogs and younger dogs is for a sled team.
Okay. 15 check. Older for younger. I can't remember what the actual size of a sled dog team is. I want to say it's like 8 to 10.
I think
Depends
it's
on
like
it depends on the weight, actually.
Yeah.
Depends on the weight, yeah. Okay,
Um,
there's
I'm just trying to
in
think back to Call of the Wild.
yes,
Right.
I was thinking that too. If you
I
are
was
dealing
trying
with
to think back to crap, what is it? Iron Will. That's my favorite.
yes,
sled dog
that
team.
too. From what my dad said, because he grew up in Canada, it depends on the weight of the amount of people that are on the sled and how fast you want to move. So normally, a one-person sled dog team is about 6. Two-person is about 12. Highest you really want to get up to is about 14.
Okay, I think
So
we're gonna
what is
call
the
it.
sled carrying is the question, because we
And-
also all have horses.
Yeah.
Well, we could each have
Horses
a
do work,
dog.
but a sled dog team is faster than horses in the thick snow that encapsulates Icewind Dale.
Okay.
I think we're gonna call these teams of 8. And he would tell you, depending on how young, which, and he's like looking at Fauna, who's got nothing but puppies in front of her now. He goes, he's probably looking at 6 and 2. Two puppies to go with 6 full grown. Yeah, it might work.
All right. Okay, Fauna, you need to find 6 older dogs to teach a couple of puppies.
Really?
Okay.
You mean it?
Yes, we need like 6 older dogs and we need 2 puppies.
She's like jumping up and down with excitement. She goes, oh my God, thank you. And she'll like give him a hug and then a kiss on the cheek, and then she'll go to pick the dogs.
Yeah, we really teamed people up poorly.
I'm just waiting for Tira to be walking in the tavern, sticking to the floor because she's wearing her spiked shoes.
No, I think she's not gonna wear them for. What if I get in a bar brawl though?
It's literally what she told you. You know, you get in a bar. You're in a bar. Some
Yeah.
dude gets grabby on you. You give him a quick, swift kick. He'll stop, guaranteed.
Yeah. No, I think right now I'll just wear my winter gear and save those for when we have to go climbing.
How much does the sled dog team cost? And I guess we need a sled and everything else.
250 gold for the sled dog team. Probably another 50 for the sled, and we'll say another 12 on top of that for stuff to take care of the dogs.
All supplies and stuff. Okay, so that's
I think it's 312.
Yep. All right. Count out 312.
Yeah, pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you very much.
She's gonna name all the dogs.
Yeah, now I gotta come up with names for the dogs.
I had to name all the horses. And I got to name all these dogs.
Should
That's
we
the-
leave the dogs here for now and then get them when we're ready to leave town? Or how does that work? We need to
Stable
find some
fee
place-
is a gold a night. Or kennel fee.
Ooh, that's a good question. Tier just put up.
He did also buy a sled. It was $250
Yep.
for the dogs, $50 for the sled, $12 for dog care supplies.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Cool.
All right. Well, do you want pay in advance for the kenneling services, or do I pay you when we come grab the dogs?
You can make a down payment now if you want to. If you come collect them before that amount runs out, you'll get reimbursed for it, of course.
All right. And you another 5 gold pieces.
All right. Let's take care of you for 5 days at least.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
And Fauna will like hug Arjul again. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I don't believe that Fauna would leave this kennel without both puppies in her arms.
Oh, that is for sure.
One sec, guys. I'm going to use the restroom real fast.
All right.
Well, Fauna.
Huh?
Well, I guess you don't need anything else now that you have puppies.
Yep, she has
Puppies,
puppies.
Like, I was literally thinking along the lines of like, oh, I'll find some stuff for Nyla, but no, I got puppies.
Yeah. If Nyla, if you need something for Nyla, we should probably go find that. And then once we get done with that, I need to find some magics.
Yeah, then let's do that. Then let's do that. Let's find the stuff for Nyla, and then we can go find you magic stuff.
So, how's everyone doing?
Oh, Karask is happy and very, very angry at the same time.
Kira is happy we got new toys.
Yep.
Fauna's in heaven because she got some dogs.
The question is, are we planning on keeping the horses?
That
a
is
good
what I am
question.
thinking about right now. Maybe Fauna would be willing to sell them if she can find someone that she deems worthy. yes, deems worthy. And like she has to get them to swear on their life they're gonna take care of these horses.
Lazarus sees automatically a glue salesman.
Yeah.
And it's like, Fauna, we should bring the horses here.
Oh, yeah, because the
Let me
glue salesman's going to
crazy
offer you the
about it.
most.
Yeah.
Yes. They're purebreds. I'll give you 500 gold apiece. Light Shimmer's just like, come on, Fauna, it's 500 gold apiece. Like, no!
I'm just saying, I'm like on the threshold of being able to afford that masterwork. So the minute you come back to say those horses are gonna go, I'm going right back to the armory. I'm back for the weapon.
Oh, yeah. One thing I did forget while I was at the apothecary shop, Karask would have bought enough rations for everyone for 3 days.
Oh, nice.
So, how much would that come down to?
Let me check that real fast.
So it'd be 18 rations.
18 days of ration.
No, 3 days of rations, 18.
A single set of rations that sustains you for 1 day is 5 silver.
All right, so 5 silver times 18. That's 40, 140 silver, so 14 gold. So it's
Last
7.99.
person on their little shopping spree, Delisimir.
Yes.
And I would have been heading that way, so since it was super close. So I'll probably get there at the tail end of hers.
Delisimir is going to walk into the armorer's shop. Hello?
Go heading into the armory shop. You see there's a older dwarf fellow sitting behind the counter over there with has like a newspaper thing in hand. Yeah, what do you want?
I was hoping you could help me out. I'm trying to find some better armor than this.
He kind of grumbles a bit and then, like hops off the counter, off the stool, and comes walking around. All right, let's see what we're working with here. What are you? You got studded leather right now. That's what you're working with.
Yes, and I have some leather armor I need to sell.
All right, put that over there on the countertop. What are we looking for?
Light armor that's better than this.
Well, you're already wearing the best quality light armor you can wear without having to go up in the categories. Nothing better than studded leather when it comes to light.
I see. Mechanically, would moving to medium armor be a good move?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything mechanically that having medium armor would distill you
And
from, as long as you have the
she's-
proficiencies for it.
Can she
Yeah.
still fly? That's
I
the
don't
thing.
believe anything in her fly speed says she can only fly if she has
I
light
only
armor
have
on.
proficiency for light armor.
Then you'd have to stay. You might be able to get like a +1 studded if he has it, but if you go into medium, then everything you do is going to be at like disadvantage because you don't have proficiency.
Mm.
Yeah. Not only that, but like the only thing you'd be able to find that would be kind of close to that is like elven armor, and
Mm.
it's a dwarf. So good luck trying to see if he has that.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask him, do you have any, like, better studded leather?
I've got some masterwork studded leather in the back. I believe that is rule for mithril armor as well.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Can I see it?
Yeah, give me a minute here. Check that. So, mithril armor, if he in fact does have some, and he should have some, would let you bypass the rules requirements for medium armor. Much pricier, though.
Right.
Yeah, because mithril armor is going to add 800 gold on top of the cost of the armor normally.
Hmm.
So what you would probably get out of that, looking at if we got you a mithril chain shirt, your armor would then. What's your dexterity modifier?
Presently a 1.
Presently a 1. Your mithril chain shirt would get you to 14 AC.
That's not really worth it then.
The problem is your dex modifier is not high enough to really change your AC.
So it
A
doesn't
lot of the
matter.
lighter armors, most of your AC comes from your dex modifier.
I see. So it doesn't matter what... Okay.
Until we start going up into like the higher, like if we cranked all the way up to half plate would get you to 16.
Would the +1 studded leather get me
Plus
to
1 studded
14?
leather would get you to 14.
Okay.
Because that 12 plus your 1 dex modifier plus another 1.
How much is that?
The +1 studded leather?
Yes.
My +1 armor at. That's an extra 1,500 gold for armor.
What? Okay. The listener is gonna lay on the charm and try to, like, haggle it down. That's quite a pretty penny for armor like that. I'm really small. I'm sure, like, surely we can come to some sort of an agreement.
Roll me persuasion.
Should have brought you to the forge with me.
That's
20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20
He goes, maybe we could do something with a breastplate made of mithril.
What would that do?
That would get you to 15.
Ooh. And how much for that?
Well, let's see. Typically, that would run you 1,200 gold. But for someone as in need of assistance as you and such a lovely customer, we could bring that down to say 900.
Rask will have actually kind of came in at about that time since it's super close. They're just like, oh, you're here to Lissamir. Hey, find anything?
Delisimir is ignoring Karask right now. I think 900 for a mithril breastplate. Reasonable. But if you can bring it even lower, I'll make it worth your while.
Delismir, you feel your heart starting to beat not faster, but harder, as you can't quite smell it, but you can just see somehow in him the ephemeral bits of his life force, and your mouth waters.
Oh no!
No.
Welcome to the club.
Do I realize it's happening?
Yeah, you realize what's happening.
Okay.
So he says, well, maybe we bring it to 750 and I give you a private tour of the shop.
Oh!
You know, after all, I'm going to have to make sure it properly fits you. We'll have to do some measuring.
Am I able to resist?
You are able to resist right now.
Okay. How about we do 800 and I'll give you a big stopping key.
Oh no.
Roll me another persuasion. 22. Yeah.
18 twice. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
22, you have advantage on those, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Karask is at the store and he's just like, oh fuck.
Alright. He pulls out 800 gold.
Pulls out 800 gold. He takes it, collects it, brings out from the back a gleaming mithril breastplate. Has very soft greenish edges to it and just kind of shines perfectly in the light. Goes, if you'll disrobe over to your smallest layers, we'll get the measurements and we will start getting this fitted for you.
He looks over at Karask and starts disrobing right there in the middle.
Can I at least get mine done next? Or anything else?
Yeah, of course you get yours done next. Just a moment, we gotta finish with this transaction here. Can't have someone buying armor and then walking around don't fit them. It won't work at all.
It's very true. Just looking on more of a less metal version of an improvement on a shield. That's it.
Oh, what are we looking for? A wood bit on the shield?
And he will actually pull out the Shadow Dragon scales that he picked up, and he's just like, how about we work with this?
Oh, we can work with that, yeah.
I like for this to get lacquered on top of the shield.
Yeah, it can be done.
What's the cost?
Let me finish up with this. We'll get to that. Sentiment on that. We're thinking probably 200 gold.
Call it 250 and add a little bit of strengthening on the outside, so that way if anything gets hit, it's not going to break apart. Call it good.
All right, yeah, we'll do that.
Fantastic. As he kind of just gives a side glare to Delissimir, just like, don't do anything stupid.
Delissimir plays innocent.
Finishes measuring you, Delissimir, and goes over to the back, fiddles with the armor for a bit, hammers out of it, and comes back, hands it to you. Goes, "Why don't you go try that on, lass?"
She goes and tries it on.
He's going to be sitting at the front end of the shop, waiting for his order to get done. Also, to make sure that Delismere doesn't do anything stupid.
The armor is a perfect fit on you, Delismere. It fits almost like a glove. The mithril makes it incredibly light.
She comes out wearing it.
Just-
I
just-
search that up and just drag it.
Yeah, you can just drag over breastplate.
Yeah. You just hear Caress just... Bravo.
So just drag over breastplate.
You've already got one moved over there. I just manually change your AC to 15.
Okay.
I see you've
okay.
already added one in already.
Gotcha.
Breastplate is 14 plus your dex modifier. Your dex modifier caps at 2, counting your AC with the breastplate on.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
If you
so
get
you
your
go-
dexterity up by 1 more, your AC will go up to 16.
Good to know.
Yep.
She smiles and thanks him.
He goes, "I believe there was one more bit of payment there, lass."
I believe we are in agreement.
Uh,
10 psychic
can
damage.
I insight this to
Yeah,
kind
go
of
ahead.
like interject this so I can get my fucking shield done before she accidentally kills him?
We're gonna get run out of town before we get anything
Inside
done.
D4, that's an 18.
Delismere, roll me a deception check.
Deception. Oh no!
Hold on.
At
In this
23.
aspect, roll again, take the lower.
Okay. Wouldn't it just be a 14?
No, you can't do that knowing what the next roll is going to be.
Okay.
Yes.
Rolling again. For a 14.
A 9.
14. You know
Nine.
what's about to happen.
It's a 9. You're taking a disadvantage.
No, you just take the next roll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You take the lower of the next roll.
Yeah, to use a lower roll. So, yeah, 14. So, yeah, 14. So, yeah, I noticed it right off the bat, and I'm giving myself advantage. And I just look at him and go, "We're leaving tomorrow, so he can come by right before he leaves, so he remembers you better. Right?"
Now, hold on a second. If I don't get everything that I was promised me for payment, she ain't going anywhere with that armor.
You could keep my shield, and it'll be a guarantee that we'll
But
need
your
you
shield
back.
ain't worth half what that armor's worth.
Still, I want my shield. I made that shield. I'm not leaving without it. And we're all in a part of a party.
It's gonna.
Well, that's fine.
I'll
Just give
make
me a moment. Let me get my smooch, and then I'll make your shield.
And I don't plan on leaving town without my shield tomorrow with the rest of my party. So I'll make sure I bring her with me. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I just touch him, will it kill him?
You would have to roll a wisdom save to control it.
Okay. Because what I have in mind is instead of like kissing him with my mouth, kissing my hand, and then.
I'll tell you right now that it ain't gonna fly with him.
That's not what you promised him.
Off all the gold he took off of this, no, it's like 400 gold you conned him out of.
Yeah. And I offset it by 50, but that's not enough.
She looks at Karasks and says, "Tell you what, I'll stay until he gets his shield back. You can do that pretty quickly, right?"
All right, fine. I'll finish the old goat's shield over there, and then he'll go on his grumpy way.
Thank you. As I give like the meanest glare to Delismere, I'm just like, you're about to accidentally kill this man and make me not get my shield fucking done with Shadow Dragon armor. I swear to God, I swear to Saloon, I will lose it on you. Swear to God.
Delisimir is looking a little panicked now, realizing that she could actually kill this man.
Uh-huh. You could see it in Crass' eyes. That's why he's staying.
It's a very terse half an hour while the dwarf is working on your shield. Finally, he comes back with it. It now gleams full scaled over with the black shadow dragon scales.
Cool. And it just acts as like a +1.
It acts, gives you now resistance to acid damage.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, just same shield stats. It just is a resistance to acid, correct?
It says resistant to acid. In fact, you flat get resistance to acid. You gain full immunity to a black dragon's breath weapon if that happens to occur.
Wow.
Gotcha.
You know, what are the odds we're going to run into another black dragon here? Hey, I don't know.
I don't know.
But if it does, you get full immunity to its breath weapon.
Nice. I appreciate it. I will leave you to your finalization of a transaction. And I
Don't
appreciate your
go
good
too
work.
far, Karask. And
I'll be at the
Yeah.
tavern. It's not that
I
far.
might need help to get rid of the body.
she walks over to him and gets ready to kiss him on the forehead.
Oh no. 400 gold.
Hmm.
No, he
I
wants a
think he
good
said it was
kiss.
going to be a sloppy smooch.
She's like, are you sure?
He goes, are you sure you don't want to pay full price?
Alright, she's gonna go and kiss him.
Okay.
And it's
You
a
need to
wisdom
make
save?
A wisdom save for a big kiss like this. We're going to set the DC at 14.
Oh boy.
On my way out, I will guidance her.
And it's a -1 mod.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm guidancing you. So the max you can get is a 3.
Alright.
Roll
And
that
then-
D4.
You gotta hit 4 on. You gotta hit 4 on the D, or no, you 3 on the D4 is good. So 50-50 chance.
No! 11 and 2.
Oh.
Oh, no.
no.
How much damage?
25 damage. You full kill him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You kiss. You go in and you kiss him, and you feel him jerk just a little bit, and your mouth just feels alive. You feel the energy start rushing into you, and the more it does, the more you want. Your hands lock around his head as he starts to thrash a bit, but he just can't pull away from you. And until you gasp for air and you drop his desiccated corpse down on your floor beneath you.
Need to roll a perception check, please.
I'm gonna roll a perception check too.
Oh.
I'm at the tavern now.
So like,
I'm at the tavern apparently.
I want to see if I notice that I kill him.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you know he's dead.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
Oh, that was a good. Oh no. Karask.
You stick your head out the door, scream Karak's name. You see several people on the street just like look at you like, what the fuck?
Does Karask hear me?
Let me roll a d20. No.
No, he didn't hear you.
Oh no.
I am halfway to the tavern right now. Happy that I got my Shadow Dragon shield. What are you gonna do? You gonna live the lie and be a dwarf from the rest of your life? What are you gonna do?
This is just the armorer. Is there a forge?
Yeah, there's a forge.
Oh my god.
She's not gonna do what I think she's gonna do, right?
You could have just paid full price. You could have just paid full price or asked me to split it, but no.
She needed to
Minutes.
learn. We discussed
Minutes
earlier
in the
how
We
fucking
kids
discussed,
learn.
yeah, we discussed how this works. She's panicking. The listener
5
is
minutes in the
full
town,
panic.
and the listener's already killed someone. Great.
The listener is just full on panicking right now. Like, oh no.
You hear footsteps come on the walkway towards the store.
He's laying behind the counter.
No, he's laying in the middle of the floor.
Oh no. Is there a way out the back?
Probably.
She's
They're
gonna
gonna
run.
think it was you, Lazarus, because you went
Oh,
and got armor there
no.
earlier.
She's gonna
Yeah.
run. She's panicking.
Oh.
This has me written all over it, but it's not me.
You gotta pick something, Ashley.
Oh no.
10,
She's gonna stay.
9.
She's gonna stay.
What are you gonna
Just gonna
do?
stand over a dead body?
She's gonna walk out the door.
Walk with
Okay.
confidence. Walk with confidence.
Go walking out the door, open the door. You see there's another gentleman with a satchel over his side who's about to come walk in. He goes, "Ma'am?"
She kind of nods at him and keeps walking.
Okay.
This is going
He
bad.
walks past you. You get a few feet away. You hear him go into the store.
Ah.
And then you hear shouts coming from inside the store. And the front door swings open. Someone murdered Daffel! Somebody murdered him!
He's gonna try and keep walking calmly.
I probably hear that though.
You probably hear the commotion, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, great, just great.
All right, so listen here. You're gonna roll me a. We're gonna do stealth with disadvantage because that guy clearly saw you walking out before he found a dead body. 9.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a quick perception check for people around the area. They're gonna get +2 to the check.
Please roll low.
Oh my goodness.
I would suggest in this scenario, not to metagame, that in this scenario,
I was
Delismere
about
was
to
able
say
to change
Delismere
into a
was
random
changing.
civilian.
I was
Say,
gonna
Delismere, whatever you do, don't check your private messages where I metagame. Right.
I can't see my Discord right now, so.
Oh.
In the midst of the crowd come rushing out when the man starts shouting, "Someone murdered him." You come walking forward and just immediately turn down another corner alley, and then open your wings, hop up onto a rooftop, and then hop over to the next alley over. So you are further along than anybody could think you might be. And in the ensuing chaos, nobody can find you.
She heads to the tavern. And she's gonna change her appearance to where she has like lighter hair. Maybe like a strawberry blonde instead of a full red. And put her wings away.
Yeah, that'll probably be the biggest dead giveaway is the siren.
Is the wings, yeah.
Yeah.
So she puts it away.
You guys all meet up over at marker B8, which is Kelvin's Comfort, the most popular tavern in town. Has a extensive stock of dwarven ales and brandies.
Ooh.
Is Lazarus already there?
Oh yeah, I'm there for sure. Talking
Lazarus
about
and
how
I
much.
both.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
love this place. The people are amazing. We should spend an extended weekend here. How is everybody
We
feeling?
should.
Do
We gotta
listen
wait
here.
for our weapons to get forged.
Yeah.
What does the bartender recommend?
To listen
I
here.
recommend the 50-year-old Glen McKenna.
Of course you do.
What else do you recommend?
We got plenty of wine on tap. We got a whole thing of ale here. We just got it brought in from the south.
How about
If
your
you want
best
something,
ale?
if you want something that'll put some real hair on your chest, we got this stuff from the barbarians of the far north. I don't even know what the hell they make it out of. You can't grow anything up there. But goddamn, is it strong?
Oh, sounds like my thing. Oh, hi, Delistamir.
Yeah, Delisimir comes
Oh wait,
in.
no, you look different.
She looks different. She has blonde
I
hair, no
just,
wings.
No, she
I
has
just-
strawberry blonde hair and no wings. But she's wearing the same clothes. And a
Yeah.
breastplate.
So I'm chatting with the bartender, getting my good drink on. And yeah, I might note it. I don't know. Is that good enough to notice Delissimir?
It's good enough that if she comes and sits down to you out of the corner of your eye, you don't see something different about her.
Okay. Hey, Delissimir. Wanna try
She's
some ale?
muttering to herself. I think an ale would do
This northern
wonders right
stuff.
now.
All right.
What do I need to roll to not be immediately drunk?
A con save DC 16.
Both of us?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Oh no! Oh, I rolled a 6. Lazarus
That
rolled a
is
7.
some good shit.
I was trying to
Tira-
aim-
You see Tira visibly flinch drinking this stuff. That's how strong it is. The Delismir's immediately hammered as she drinks. She just like downs hers.
Alright.
I was trying to insight to see if I could see what was bothering you, but I'm
How loose lips am I?
You tell me.
Okay.
Roll for it if you want to.
No, I'll play it out.
Okay.
About this time, Ardwell and Fauna come in. Fauna's got a pair of husky puppies under each of her arms. Or a husky puppy under each arm.
Fauna!
Well, I would imagine that she'd have Arjul holding one while she
Hmm.
still has her arm like locked in his.
I thought they
she'll,
were
like,
going to be going to
pull him
get magic
along.
stuff.
Brad wasn't here when that was said.
Oh yeah,
We
we
could-
would have gotten some things for Nyla, and then Arjul wanted magic stuff.
Oh, my bad.
Prob-
What did you want to get, Ardwell? We'll do that real quick.
I'm trying to sell my scrolls of alarm and shield, and I would like to buy scrolls of detect thought, suggestion, clairvoyance, and Newman's tiny hut.
ooh, tiny hut. That's a good one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You have the cost for those already figured out?
If the thing that you gave us was the right thing.
Yes, that's what I use for most of my costs for all my magic stuff.
Okay, so that's 60 each for the first level spells that I would receive, and then it's 120 on the second level each, and then 200 each on the other. I had it figured out, but then I changed a couple things around. So 66.
Yeah, it's fine. You can pick those up at a bookshop on the way back.
How big is the crowd?
It's the most well, what crowd? The crowd that's looking for the murderer amongst them, or the crowd here in the tavern?
Both.
Oh. Both.
Well, last you looked, the crowd forming around there probably was about 30 or 40 people. There's probably about the same, actually, now I think about it, here in the tavern. It is the biggest tavern in town.
I see.
Oh, that's some good shit. I wonder if I should get another one.
The listener says, nope, I'm done.
I think I'm gonna mingle and talk to some of the folk. They seem pretty interesting in here, and I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna start wandering around, just trying to small talk people, see what they've got to offer, and tell us about their quaint little town that I've been enjoying so much.
Lazarus, roll me a investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh, 11.
11. You're Not having a whole lot of luck striking up conversation with most of the people in here. It's very local heavy, so a stranger walking up to them wanting to talk to them, just kind of like, they're kind of tight-lipped.
Mm-hmm.
And you wander around the notice board here, and you see there's a couple things. There's a couple of bounty postings here and there. There's a few other things that mark like jobs that need to be done. And then there's this poster up here that says missing. Reward for information in for our lost daughter. And there's a picture drawn here that's very familiar to you. That looks an awful lot like Fauna.
How much is how
Oh
much
no.
how much is it? How much is the reward?
It doesn't specify.
Oh, I'm gonna grab it and think to myself, this is how I get that other sword.
Okay, auto player, I would like it to be reminded that when you were the other, I did not sell you out. Let this be clear.
Are we going back to campaign 1? Oh, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
True.
Fauna, I found you. There's a reward for you. I will walk over to you and go, is this is you, is it not? You're missing? I find it hard to believe you're missing. You're standing right here in front of me. Is it your parents? Should we bring you back to your parents?
She's gonna go pale, like not even say a word.
I will instinctively roll up the paper gingerly and then put it in my coat and go, I'm getting the feeling this might be a private conversation. I didn't know you were missing. You've been with us the whole time. You didn't go anywhere. Anyway, it's with me now. No one will be looking.
Also,
Not Fauna.
Lazarus, you also noticed that, there was a name for the person on this sheet, and it wasn't Fauna.
What was the name?
The name on this, underneath the photo of this, was Miantha Adsine.
I will look at Fauna and go, is that your name on the paper? Is there something... What am I missing here, dear old, and I'll do air quotes, Fauna?
She just shakes her head no, and she's gonna kind of take the puppy that she has and just book it out.
I will turn to the group and go, seems like one of us has a bit of a sketchy past. I will...
You look at the absolutely smashed Delissimir just staring
Delissimir
straight ahead.
interrupts and is
I've
like,
murdered. Yeah, this is...
Delissimir interrupts and is like, hey, it's sketchy past, who cares? It's par for the course with our group. And she stands up and grabs her dulcimer and is gonna try and perform for the bar.
I'm gonna follow Fauna out as Delissimir does that. Clearly she's
Give me a
upset.
performance check.
24.
18. Even drunk, you're pretty good.
Do I manage to liven up the tavern
Yeah.
with a tale of how we slayed the shadow dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably
Kira's
nothing,
loving that.
nothing better than performing in a crowded bar when you slightly resemble the description of the person who just murdered someone else. Definitely, yeah, just getting attention in his tavern. Oh God, I'm outside with Fauna. I'm not even gonna be a part of that one.
Okay.
Tira has no idea. Tira's very excited
what's
that
going
you're
on?
telling
Come
him
back.
about the dragon.
Carafs, you come into the tavern a little bit after that just to see a completely smashed Delissimir swaying around as she spins around the tavern, playing a song talking about your guys' exploits in the Dwarven Forges. Tira loudly cheering and trying to sing along with the song, but she doesn't quite know what the words are yet. And noticeably, no Lazarus or Fauna.
Where's Ardwell?
He's inside now, right? He came in with Fauna, I think, right?
I came in with Fauna. I'm slowly trying to follow Laz and Fauna, what the hell's going on? I thought I was doing so well.
Oh, my heart. Oh.
Wait, what did you just
Gotta try the Northern Barbarian Ale.
Rask would also probably notice the notice board. Does he see anything that he would need to worry about?
Roll me
That's
investigation check.
Investigation?
Yeah.
19.
19. No, nothing on there you need to worry about. You do notice a very clear open space where something is gone now.
Oh, cool. He's just looking for any for himself.
Yeah,
maybe.
nothing for yourself.
Okay, cool. That's good. So, he'll notice the ripped little piece right there. Look over Arduel and just go, "Is that where Laz and all them went?"
Arduel's not there.
No.
I think I saw them run outside. Yeah, because I'm not drunk. I don't know.
Why?
Oh, and Tira, I mean, not Tira, I'm Tira. She says, looks suspiciously
You're
at
not
her
drunk.
empty pint. And Fauna and Arduel had puppies.
Great. What are we gonna do with the fucking horses now? That's what I need.
What are we gonna do with the teacup piglet? Has she forgotten little Wilbur? I mean, Waddles.
We could make a tiny harness for him.
It's Babe 3 when he becomes a sled dog.
Yeah.
Delissamir finishes up her song and comes back over to Karask and them.
You know, if I am wanting to meet anybody, it's a little hard to do standing next to you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I meant her.
Oh.
She
I'll
gets
be-
offended. She's
I'm
like,
gonna go-
what do you mean? I'm not ugly.
As you all
No,
are
I
saying that,
mean that I'm the one they're gonna ignore.
Rask is going to go find
Nonsense.
a stable to go ahead and like try to sell the horses.
Delissamir.
Don't you dare do that without Fauna.
You're worrying about a whole other thing right now. Karask is gonna do what he's supposed to be doing. Just make sure that the party's taken care of. So I'm gonna lead all 6 of the horses.
Delissamir gets the tavern's attention and says, "Oh, hey, my friend here's single and she's looking."
Before on my way out, I will guidance Angie. I will guidance Tira.
Was Tira trying to do anything? I don't know if I was even.
Tira jumps on the table and says, "Who's ready to fuck?"
No, she's gonna talk about how she rode that dragon.
Who's ready to fuck?
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
ready
that's
to
a-
ride the dragon with
Okay.
me?
Ready to ride dragon.
That's quite
Roll
an
me
innuendo.
a charisma check with advantage, Tira.
Okay,
And add that +4.
just charisma. You mean the D4?
Yeah, the D4. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. So 19 plus
+4,
Really?
geez.
23.
23.
Hell yeah.
You've suddenly attracted a lot of attention from both male and female admirers. You begin talking about your riding of a dragon.
Okay.
So listen, you're still over there around the edge of the bar, kind of swaying about, and someone comes up to you. Hey, don't I know you?
Do I know them?
No?
No?
No. You're kind of different than the way the poem describes you. But you're that bard Delissamir, right?
She
Oh,
immediately
shit.
she lets her ego be stroked and she's like, "Yeah, that's me."
You see it go, oh, wow. So you really is you're the Delissamir from all those poems that have been written about you. They're really steamy.
Yes, they are. Would you mind telling me what these poems are?
Goes, well, I have all of them up in my room if you want to come read them with me.
Oh,
She pales.
2 for 2. Do it. 2 for 2.
She pails
Me.
up.
Boys.
She
Red
pails
light,
up.
blue light special on 2-for-1 deal today at Kmart and R Us. As in Kill Mart is all us.
Does she sober up?
Roll me a con save, DC 15.
Nope. She's still drunk. Okay. If she's still drunk, then she's gonna go for it.
Okay.
Oh god.
What does this person look like?
Female, curly blonde hair, very buxom.
Yeah, she goes for it.
Okay. We'll deal with that later. We'll roll the table. We'll see if any fun shenanigans come about that.
I'm for horse.
Karask is grabbing the horses, going off to sell them. I'm going to jump over to Fauna, Lazarus, and Arduil. Lazarus, you catch up with Fauna a bit as she comes like sprinting out of the tavern.
I'll kind of jog up beside her and go, "Oh, Fauna, if you could just give me a second, and I'll kind of turn and lower my voice in hopes that other people don't hear, because clearly she's upset about something. I'm gonna say, you know, I've seen that look before, the pale skin, wide eyes. Typically, that's what people look like right before, you know, I attack them. There's a lot of fear coming off of you, is what I'm saying. Are you all right? You do seem very upset by the poster. By me? Was it me? Did I say something?
I'm not missing.
Right, I would agree with the logistics of that, because you are standing right in front of me. However, poster, which is with me, you don't have to worry. I think you might want to fill me in, and you don't have to share with anyone else. It could be between us or whomever, but something's clearly afoot. Would you like to tell me?
She kind of like sits down and huddles on the ground, cuddling her puppy, and she goes, "It's a long story."
I'll sit down next to you and go, "I'm not even sure I age or die, so I've got all the time in the world, darling. Please tell me."
Okay, I did leave my village without saying anything, but I swear I'm not missing. Nyla was the runt of the owlbear family that we had. I wanted to sell her to a noble, and I couldn't I couldn't allow it. I had to do something. This noble was probably gonna kill her or misuse her. Like, I had to leave. I had to.
I will extend an arm to kind of like console you and like give you like a side hug, which is probably not as comforting as he wants, because he's like an undead person. But he'll say, "It sounds like what you did was quite noble, Fada. I see no fault in it myself. I'm sorry you're so distraught about it. Is this poster then from your village? Are they looking for you?"
It looks like they're looking for me. I'm supposed to take on being the leader of taking care of all the animals with the farm and the creatures, and it's something I've been looking forward to my entire life. But this just isn't okay with me. What they're about to do isn't okay.
He'll kind of give you a little squeeze and go, "Well, if our journeys have taught me anything, I think you're the best person for that type of job. Caring for animals, figuring out what they need, not letting me eat them, instead making them a pet. We've got quite the collection of pets. You are very good at that, I must admit. Would it be bad for you to go back? I assume with wanted posters like this, other people might be looking for you. Is it that you would get in trouble if you returned? Is that it?
I would definitely get in trouble, and they'd probably try to take Nyla and give her to this stupid noble.
Well, we can't have that. We won't allow it. I would just kill the noble if he tried to take Nyla from you. I'll just be honest with you. I've got your back. I will keep this between us if you'd like. I do think the group is rather understanding. And at worst, Karask might make that face he usually makes at me, but it passes. You know, it's not that big of a deal. But if you do choose to share, that's your choice. If not, I won't break your confidence, but I do think you are well suited for that job should you pursue it.
I want to pursue it. Animals are my passion. You've seen the way I am with them. I don't know if I should go back, though, to face them and deal with the consequence from it, but if I have to go back, I'm gonna stand up to them.
Well, should you go back, you won't do so alone. I will be there with you by your side. I'm sure the others as well, and we'll be there for you, Fauna. And whatever town we go to, I'll just keep ripping these posters down. Nobody can find you if there's no posters up. You're not missing after all. You're right here, right where you need to be. But should you choose to go back, I'll go with you.
Thank you. Maybe you're right that I should tell the others, though.
It might be helpful. I'm not the most diplomatic when it comes to these sorts of things, so I definitely think we should probably get some outside opinions on how to handle this. In any case, perhaps we could rejoin them. I am very sorry for upsetting you. I didn't realize this was happening, but I appreciate you sharing with me.
Arduo, what are we inciting here?
Oh, there you are. Just figuring out which way they went.
You see us probably sitting in the middle of the street, just the two of us on the ground.
So you find them about the same time as you find them. You look up, and behind them you can see a large group of people with torches out walking down the street.
Fuck.
Oh no. And there's another body. No.
Do we hear?
Fauna's gonna whisper over and just go, "Do you think they saw the poster too?"
You see, the first person up in the front comes walking straight up to the three of you. Goes, "Hey, you might want to be getting inside. There's a murderess running around town. Some kind of wicked she-devil with wings and hair red as fire."
Oh no.
That sounds dangerous. Also very attractive, but very dangerous. We'll keep our eyes open. I'm gonna turn around and go, shit.
That's very sexy and dangerous.
Yeah, she sounds
sex dangerous.
very hot.
Yes.
No wonder. She sounds like a real seductress. Let's get moving.
If you have any information regarding, if you see anything about her, don't approach her. You know, not by yourself. She's quite dangerous, but make sure you let the sheriff know.
And where is the sheriff? Are they out and about looking as well?
Yes, but you also be able to find them at the sheriff's house. Word for it. Can't think of it now. Oh yeah. So you'll be set up right now at the town hall if you need to have anything else. The town speaker is coordinating over there as well.
Okay.
The town hall is marker B6.
I will ambush the sheriff and kill him and get out of. No, we're gonna. No. I will turn to Fauna and Arduil, clearly recognizing there's a pattern here, and be like, we should move on. It seems dangerous up here. This town is not nearly as safe as I thought. Shall we return to the rest of the group? What do you two say?
Well, let's go back to the tavern.
Fauna's gonna run up to Arduil and give him a really tight hug and then just head back to the tavern.
I will walk behind the two of you like, what the fuck? I comforted her. She hugs
Just
this
spent all
guy.
that time consoling you, and then you hugged Ardwell.
What just happened?
That's great.
All right.
Well, Lazarus doesn't seem like the cuddly
No.
type.
Yeah, and he's probably not comfortable to
Tira
cuddle.
doesn't mind it getting cuddly with him once in a while.
Yeah, we
what a,
know.
what a turn of events.
Tira back there having a lot of attention. Tira, do you hook up with anybody? You completely have the option of it with your check.
Yeah, she probably would like somebody who's either very big and muscular or an elf.
Okay.
Two very disparate types.
Just disparate types, yeah. Okay, you hook up with a very large woodsman fellow. Looks like he's, spent all his time chopping trees and things down.
And I don't kill him.
You don't kill him, no.
Hey!
Well, you don't know that. Let's roll the table. Let's see what happens.
Jesus.
Oh
I kill
no.
him. Oh,
Fitting.
okay.
Fitting.
Yeah,
Not my
fitting.
new clothes. Oh.
It does.
Alright.
That man does more than chop wood, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
I know my way around wood.
What
Yeah.
about Delismere?
For Delisimir's encounter,
Oh my.
Ooh,
Oh shit.
That's a good one.
Wow.
that's a good one.
Okay, what do I find out?
okay, so we're going to do a short little skip ahead to the next morning.
Oh, how much
Okay.
did we get for the horses?
Remind me about that in the offhand. I'll take a look and we'll figure out how much you can get for the horses. I want to
Cool.
say it's probably like 50 gold apiece, but I'll research that. We'll come to a thing.
Cool.
We'll do that in the interim.
He would have gotten back to the tavern, kind of like laid low, and then went back up to his room
Yeah.
just to watch, and that's it. Cool.
Dulcimer, you wake up the next morning, sun streaming in through the window, splitting headache. You see your hair is all in disarray. Your wings are back out. You've lost a bit of
Okay.
control of your shapeshift. In fact, you reach up, like rub your head. You like feel your horns. You're in your full succubus form.
Oh no.
Look over on the side of the bed from you, and there is the completely mummified corpse of the young woman you met last night.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
She immediately shapeshifts back into her disguise form.
Okay. You immediately shapeshift into your disguise form. You like hop up off the bed, freaking out, bump back into the nightstand, and a series of parchments fall out from a hidden compartment underneath it.
She looks at them.
You start flipping through them, and they are all sitting of letters and accountments that point to a group that has been looking for someone called the Slayer of Madness.
The Slayer of Madness? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
She kind of stuffs it away and files it away for later. She's freaking out. Do I know where anyone else went?
No, you don't remember anything. You
You
don't
have
remember
sure anybody else
anything
did.
after you sat down and Tira handed you a mug of ale.
I don't remember anything.
No.
Oh
That's
no.
how drunk you were.
no. But do I remember killing the...
You remember everything else that happened that you don't remember anything after you took that first drink.
Oh no. Oh no. Delismir's panicking. She looks outside. What does she see outside?
Townsfolk moving about, going about their day.
I gotta find
Roll me a
Karask.
perception check.
I gotta find Karask. Perception. Oh no.
You don't
Crit
find
fail.
me. You don't.
You don't
find me.
notice anything.
I want to go looking for Karask.
Okay. You go
I'm
to. Go ahead.
I was
Tira.
gonna suggest I'm probably down there for breakfast. Because I have appetites.
Yeah, especially after last night.
Delisimir comes downstairs.
Hang on. You go to come out of your room, or this room you ended up in, like carefully, like closing the door, hoping no one sees you. And you see Tira just nonchalantly walking out of another room across the hall from you.
She
With my
rushes
clothes
over.
a little bit wrecked.
A little bit wrecked and torn in a few places, yeah.
She rushes over and squeezes the life out of Tira, like hugging and shaking.
Hi.
And then she pulls you into the room she just came out of.
Okay.
Tira, you come in there, you see this mummified corpse of a body laying on the bed. A very grotesque and eerie smile on its face.
Hey,
And that's where we
quickly
stop for
check
the
and make
week.
sure we shut the door.
You shut the door, and that is where we call it for the week.
Okay.
Nice.
What? No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Fingers.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
I might know something about hiding bodies with my criminal background. We'll see.
Oh
I
my
might be able to
god.
help.
Alright.
Oh man.
XP for the night?
Let's see. XP for the night based off.
I mean,
Killing someone.
For,
Yeah.
for killing.
Yeah.
How much XP for killing the shop owner? The shop owner, who, by the way, I was sitting here going, I wonder if she's gonna think to loot this place. Which, like, gonna walk over there, like, I'm gonna get my money back.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I didn't even think to do that.
You could have walked away with a total. I figured in my head the total amount, like in the register, would have been 2,000 gold. So you'd have gotten your money back, Karask's money back, and then a little bit of extra for your trouble.
Oh god, no.
But it does work out well because then they can't trace it because no one actually stole anything. It's a dead body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2 now, right?
It's
Well-
weirder to them probably that nobody
Probably, yeah,
bothered
he
to rob the place.
was murdered and nothing was taken. In fact, there's probably like still the registry in like his ledger that says, came in, purchased
Oh no.
breastplate for X amount.
Oh
purchased
no,
a
I'm
shield
in
for
the
X amount.
register.
Oh.
They're gonna be questioning some of us.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess with the last out of the last 5 people to visit here, 3 of them were you guys.
Yeah. But I at least think with my criminal background, I will have some ideas that might be helpful for Delisimir for next
We
week.
paid a lot of money for those weapons. I just want to get those weapons. We can
I
get
do
out of
too.
here.
If we have to leave this city before I get my weapon back, I'm gonna tell you.
Fuck.
I was like, I'm getting my shield. I swear to God, you kill this guy before he gets done. I'll be really pissed.
So
Okay, XP for the night for roleplay bonuses is gonna be a flat 1,000.
Nice.
Okay.
75-35.
cool.
Nice.
Alright. Well, let me close out the stream then and we can talk more. Alright. Do you guys want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for joining
Thanks
us.
for
See you next week.
joining.
Alright everyone, thanks for joining the stream. If you liked what you saw, please make sure you do !Discord and join the Discord. Stay up to date with the latest episodes and all the rest of that jazz. If you want to catch up on the episodes that we've done before now, you can do that too. All the episodes are on our Discord under our private YouTube, and you can support us through donations and bits and subscriptions. All donations go towards helping the game get paid for and cover expenses. Thank you once again, and here's the intro. I will see you next time.
Friends, foes, and fiends, prepare to behold the tale of violent efficiency. A D&D game hosted every Thursday at 9 p.m. EST. Featuring Brian as Karask, a barefoot druid with a somber history. Ashley as Delisimir, a siren bard who's lost her creative spark. Brandon as Ardwill, a human wizard whose street life has turned him bitter. Angie as Tira, an angry half-orc barbarian with connections to the drow. Jeff as Lazarus, our Dampier fighter, with a curious obsession with the obsession of others. Rosie as Fauna, an elven beast heart whose gentle personality strongly contrasts that of her owlbear companion, Nyla. And finally, Brad, our game master and storyteller.